You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, dying on the beat. Hey, I got so many ups. Everywhere I go, I got so many ups, so many ups. I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ups.
What's up, guys?
What up, what up, what up, y'all?
Sorry, we're 4 minutes late. I didn't even realize we were that late.
We're never late. We're on time.
That's right. We're on CPT time. And now that I'm black, I deserve a couple extra minutes. Okay.
Oh gosh. I forgot you're black.
That's right. That's right. What's up, everybody in the chat? Go ahead and give us a what's up in the chat to get it warmed up so that we can beat this algorithm that's just hating on us lately. And make sure you like the video as you're coming in as well. We have a surprise guest. Are we bringing our surprise guest in right now, or are we making them wait? It's not a surprise.
This is our guest co-host.
Yeah, perfect for this topic.
Have fun. Extra perfect for this topic.
Extra
Everybody,
perfect.
when you're coming in, please drop your locations. Please hit the thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're new here, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. So we don't even need to do an intro. This is my brother. Everybody knows who this is. Thanks for coming on, Bryson.
You already know what's happening.
Yeah.
What's up? We got a lot of great topics to talk about. And I wanted to bring you on because I feel like we started in this journey together. I might have started a little prematurely than you, but we started it together and did a lot of just talking together and having the conservative movement completely just lose their mind on us.
Oh yeah.
It's been wild.
That's why you have the perfect intro song.
Exactly.
So many ops.
So many ops. That's the name of your album.
Which one?
Is that not the name of your new album? So many ops?
No. That's the name of that. That's the name of that song. My album.
Oh.
My album is called Bible Rap, the new one. I need to drop a So Many Ops album though.
We need to do like a quick little like preview of the songs, because like we can't even talk. First of all, we can't talk about nothing until we hear about the songs. Let's play some of the songs.
The song from my new album coming out.
Yeah, you got one. Can we play one, Soonie?
I don't have any. None of them are out.
You didn't put one. I thought you put like a clip.
Look
on
at you, Riley. We can't be.
I thought you put an Instagram up on the Instagram. What was that song on the Instagram?
That's about Christ Walk. That one went viral and Feminine Not Feminist. That's from the Letter to the Church too.
Letters to the Church too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can play whatever from that. And if I had said it to y'all beforehand, y'all could have played some clips too. You know, I don't care.
Hey, well, you can always play them.
They're not on this computer. The computer to my right is my studio computer. This is my computer. This one jacked up. I need a new one.
All right. Well, I tried, y'all. I'm always trying to get something on here. Yeah, I did. Whatever. But yeah, you guys got to go. Your album drops again it's on pre-order right now, isn't it?
Yep, you can pre-order physical copies on brysongreatmusic.com, but it's only like 200. It's only like probably 100 and something left though. And I'm only selling 250. So, you know,
are the signed copies gone already?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I'm only selling 250 signed copies, and it's probably like 100 and something left. That's just on pre-order. So hopefully it don't sell out before the album come out, because that'd be weird. But yeah, I'm only doing the 250 of them. So, you know.
All right. Well, y'all heard it here first.
Go get them albums.
Go get them albums.
You already know I got it. I got allccg.com. So
you don't even need it. You feel me? AllCCG, AllCCG gonna get the album a week early and all. You feel me?
Let's do it. I'm excited to hear. I get excited every time you drop an album, because I know there's gonna be a few songs that I rock with.
Yeah. So Letter to the Church 2 was like an album I really like. You know, I like my albums to be diverse, different sounds on there, but these EPs I'm dropping are not like the same as how I put into a regular album. Like I'm doing themed albums, and this album is just straight lit music, like you know what I'm saying? you can play. It's like 7 songs. It's lit from number 1 to number 7. So it's not like usually I got a lot of diversity. This is like I want to. My vision was like, if you go to the gym, you can play that whole album and it's gym music all the way through. That's you know what I'm saying.
Facts.
Yeah.
Have you already heard a preview, Soonie, of everything?
No, I gotta send it to it. Nobody heard.
No, I haven't heard it.
Oh, okay.
Except for Shekinah and my daddy.
I heard Letters to the Church too before it drops.
Yeah,
I heard that months in advance.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you this one too. It's only 7 songs. Yeah, I'm dropping the EP.
I want
to
see. There's times where I want to be a fan with everybody else and wait because I'm just a fan of music. I love hip hop, and there's nothing like waiting for your favorite artist to drop a track, and you like, bro, I can't wait to hit play from start to end. You know?
Yeah.
So I want to wait like everybody else.
Okay. I'm about to say, I see you the whole thing easy.
I'm gonna wait. We'll see how
You heard it. Soonie says she's not like everybody else.
So I said, will it be on All CCG first? Facts. Yeah, of course it'll be All CCG first. That's what it's for.
It'll be out a week before everybody else gets it.
Yeah, I'm dropping I'm thinking about dropping an R&B album too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I'm doing different things. So I'm almost done with like a pop alternative album that I'm dropping. I'm gonna drop like an EP only for like homemakers, like straight like songs for like traditional women and stuff. I'm dropping one next month that's more melodic. Like this one is just straight lit. The next one gonna be still lit, but it's more like melodic, like more like, you know what I'm saying, melodies and stuff, but still like on trap style beats. So I'm just doing something different every month. It's just whatever I feel like doing, honestly.
I like your singing. I like when you use your singing voice, Bryson.
Thank you. But it's like a lot of conservatives don't. They like when I'm hype all the time.
Right.
I mean, we grew up different. So like we like dance hall style songs and stuff like that. I notice a lot of conservatives do not like dance hall or R&B. I've realized that.
Really?
It's so weird. It is so weird. I don't know why.
That's my style right there. That's my style.
Yeah, I love dance hall music.
Yeah.
Like half the R&B EP I'm gonna drop is gonna be like low-key dance. I just like singing those type of songs.
By the way, my mother-in-law is watching and she wanted to say hi to Bryson. I know you remember.
Hey, what's happening?
She's watching. So she's a big fan. We're gonna get into the topic. I know people are waiting. She's a huge fan. Not a huge fan, but she watches PragerU. And I had messaged her like, hey, do you watch, Prager? And I wanted to see what she was gonna say. And she said yes. And I said, okay, well, we're doing an expose on him. And she's like, what? I like Prager. And I'm like, Bryson's on too. And she said, okay, tell Bryson I said hello, and they're watching. So I love you guys. Hello, and I hope y'all enjoy the show.
Yeah. I used to be a Prager fan way back in the day. Like when I used to not be like doing the social media stuff and I was like listening to talk radio. I used to be a Prager fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been
I was ever a Prager fan.
Yeah, I never was a huge Dennis Prager fan ever.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even think I've ever watched. The only PragerU video that I watched was, and you probably remember this one, Bryson, was the reaction I did to Dave Rubin.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably the only one that I have actually gone to their page to go watch. Outside of that, I have no clue what they do.
Yeah, a lot of them, I mean, just like all the other mainstream conservatives with the machines behind them, they're all like not even truly conservative. They're more like libertarian minded, and which always leads to degeneracy. And they like typically get mad at people that's too conservative. So I typically don't watch a lot of those people.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of degeneracy, we forgot to give Big Booty Judy her intro music. So hold on real quick.
Big Booty Judy. What? Big Judy. Big Booty Judy. Big Booty. Big Judy. Big Booty Judy. Stop. I want to see you move it. Yeah. Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy. Big Booty.
All right. We had to give her, sorry, Bryson. That's just part of the show. Big Booty Judy. She has her own thing. Okay. No need to explain all that. Anyway, we giving the old ladies a little love up in here. All right. Let's get into it. Of course, as always, guys, we're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to talk about some other topics, but this is the main topic. We felt like it deserved its own spot and some time on this because while this all happened this particular incident happened a couple months ago with this interview with Dennis Prager. It's just now kind of like making its rounds again on social media for whatever reason. And I just saw it for the first time. Soonie hadn't seen it for the first time. She had seen it already. But I went and watched the entire interview, which was between Dennis Prager and Matt Fradd on the Pints with Aquinas podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The entire interview was wild, first of all. Like, aside from just the comments he was talking about with the child pornography, his views on marriage intertwined with pornography in marriage, I could not believe what I was hearing. Like, I was like, this guy is a conservative? What? And he was talking about how he knew his parents watched porn together. And I'm like, what person knows that their parents watch porn? Like, what parent is talking to their kid about that? Okay.
Yep.
It was disturbing on a lot of levels, but we can get into some of that. But Soonie's going to play a clip of what we're going to be talking about today. And it was a statement made by Dennis Prager when he was asked what his thoughts are on child pornography, animated child pornography. You have that clip up? Okay.
I do. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up.
Animated child pornography, because
No,
I certainly would.
No, I would use evil only with behavior. That's where we might differ,
Yeah.
forgetting the sex issue. You can't be evil. You didn't do evil if you thought evil. You did
If
evil
I'm
if you
masturbating
committed.
to animated pictures of pornography, I'm not doing something evil.
That's correct.
Yeah, I think that's despicable. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Why does he appear shocked? He said, really? I want to hear your take on it, Bryson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first off, let's get something straight. He claims to be a Jew, and I think he claims to be a religious Jew. He needs to pick up the Torah, go to Leviticus 11, chapter 11, and a few different chapters. You're not supposed to be masturbating, for starters. You're not supposed to be watching porn while married. I mean, I'm sure that I don't think any religion is that a good thing. I don't care what the religion is. So we know that is condemned, and now he's claiming that if you watch these are animated porn, and you're masturbating. He said it's not a bad thing, but that's doing evil. The act of masturbating, you're literally doing the evil. So that debunks his point right there. That's not the first weird thing he said. My question, though, is outside of how disgusting and despicable he is, why aren't more big conservatives calling this out? Why aren't people at PragerU condemned him? Because to me, this is far more disgusting than whatever people claimed of even Steven Crowder. People got mad at Steven Crowder was something that wasn't even in full context. So this is flat out disgusting. You know, so what's going on here?
I mean, Mose has sent me, and I'm sorry, Mo sent me a response from Candace, and I'm going to be honest. I got 5 minutes into it, and I was so disgusted by how she was trying to deflect and play it off and solely focus on the fact that he talked about, well, it's just porn. And you want to know what she compared it to?
You said it's just porn?
She compared it to gaming.
What?
I'm not even lying. I'm not lying to you, man.
What are you talking about?
Soonie, can you bring? Do you have? Yeah, play
I
the
have
clip.
it in my DMs. Let me see.
Wait.
If I can find it.
Okay, just so I'm clear, Candace responded to the clip from Dennis Prager.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
While Soonie's pulling this up, let me kind of explain a little bit and why I think this is all kind of real sus. And I feel like Matt Fradd is kind of backtracking on what this interview really showed. Is he did a series of reaction videos, one to what Candace said, one to what Ben Shapiro said, and then Brett Cooper responded to it as well.
Ben Shapiro responded too.
Yes. And
What?
again, mind you, this was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So this was like 2-3 months ago. Yeah. But what's interesting about their response is that they're talking about just the context of pornography. Okay. And nowhere in their responses are they addressing the specific issue of child pornography. They're just saying, well, here's the clip so you can watch it and understand.
Yeah, let's run it.
So here is what Candace said.
That every single person that plays a video game that has guns is going to
Let me go back.
Add here because it was super interesting when we were having this discussion when I was having this discussion with my team. Was somebody brought up video games? They said, okay, but you can separate thoughts from behaviors because do you believe, Candace, that every single person that plays a video game that has guns is going to wind up shooting a school?
Yeah, so I think I would say pornography.
I'm gonna mute him because there's no reason. I don't want to hear what he's saying. I know he's reacting, but to correlate gaming and then try to tie thought and action into it, like,
But we all know how bad porn, like just scientifically, even from a secular perspective, porn is terrible for people in every aspect of anything. So now we're not even talking about regular porn. We're talking about what, child animated porn?
Mm-hmm.
Like what? You think it's not wrong to masturbate to child animated porn? You're a sick freak.
Well, and here was my argument, Bryson, is these are the same people, and when I say these, I'm talking about her, are the same people that make the argument that we have to stop listening to degenerate music, right? And degenerate artists, because that type of message, that violent rap, culture creates violent criminals. Okay. So if the music creates violent criminals, if the music creates that violent tendency in people, then how are you going to say that somebody watching child porn is not going to create? I mean, it's already created. It's done. Like, it's not huh?
Candace, I said music affects.
I mean, she talks about the degenerate rap culture, right?
Well, never mind.
She listens. Jay-Z was her idol, actually. Remember, Jay-Z was her. She looked up to Jay.
Yeah, she looked up to Jay-Z.
Never mind, man. No comment.
I heard that in the Andrew Tate video.
Let's just move forward. No comment, man. Boy.
That's her slay, yeah.
So there's that.
Do you believe that these people then become violent? And the answer to that is no. And I had to think about why I don't believe that. Well,
but it's a good point. Like if your argument was if people watch pornography, then they're going to act out these things, then the necessary follow-up to that would be, okay, but people watch other evil acts and don't follow up on those things. So if that was all your argument rested on, it wouldn't be enough to condemn pornography. And I'm pretty sure Candace sides with me here. So she's just sort of reflecting as I am here. So I'm not trying to nail her down to a particular argument against pornography.
Reason is because I don't believe that people are picturing themselves when they are playing video games, which is different. With pornography, you become aroused by the scene. You imagine that it is you that is in that scene, that is acting that part out, that is being played by a pornographic actress.
Yeah, I don't know if that's not why pornography's assassination take place within the context of a movie is wrong,
right?
Or isn't necessarily wrong.
I do agree with her.
Video games, when I played Mario Kart, I wasn't like, I have a lot of road rage. I'm imagining that it's actually me that's actually throwing this. I'm so angry today about what happened on the road that I'm going to go home and I'm going to play Mario Kart. No, this was actually me just engaging and playing a game, not me picturing me being that actual individual. So that.
Yeah, but I'm
gonna go through and grab the clips of her talking because he's like pausing way too much.
He pauses it a lot. Yeah, he pauses it a lot.
He does. The point still stands of why is Candace why is Prager not being called to the table like you said? His thought, the entire interview is disgusting, but that specific part of the interview is even more disgusting because the right, as we always point out, loves to say they're protecting children. So if we're in the business of protecting children and Dennis Prager is in the business of not protecting children because he thinks that virtual, CP and animated CP is not evil because you did not act out the behavior. Where do we stand on this side? Because PragerU and all these institutions are the arbiter of what morality is on the right. They are. So even though I agree with elements of Candace's statement, she's still not addressing the elephant in the room. Mm-hmm. You said this, sir.
So I haven't seen it, and if she didn't address it, that's very concerning because that should be one of the main aspects everybody should be addressing. If I'm not mistaken, it was about child cartoon pornography, right?
Yeah, that was the question.
Like, bro.
I'll run it again. I'll run it again. They're all deflecting.
They're all deflecting.
You're not going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is addressing it.
Child cartoon I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I heard myself echo in the house.
But see, that's what I'm saying is, so she used the example of, well, I'm not picturing myself in this video game. Okay, but when somebody is masturbating to a porn video, they are fantasizing that this is them.
She said that though. That's what.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, like, when you put it in the context of child porn, that makes it even worse. So Dennis Prager saying, I don't see anything wrong with that. In fact, he said, well, when the guy asked him, well, how do you not see anything wrong with that? I'm confused. And he said, well, who is being hurt by the consumption of animated child porn? This is like directly from the interview. He said,
Yeah,
you
run
have
the clip.
He said you have to
I
have a
the actual
victim.
clip.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I have the actual clip here.
Okay.
Have bad thoughts and don't act on them, you're on a higher moral plane than the guy who never has a bad thought. I don't get any credit for not molesting children. I'm as interested in children sexually as I am in bananas or peach trees. Okay? So I get no credit for not molesting a child. But the sick dude who does want to and doesn't, he gets a lot of credit.
So, speaking of pedophilia, suppose a man says, I view animated child porn. So there's no real victim in that sense of child pornography, which we both agree is horrendous. And by viewing animated child porn, it prevents me from acting out sexually on a child. Now, I deny that. I think that pornography inflames us to then want to act those fantasies out, and I think there's good studies that back that up. But surely you wouldn't say to the man who views animated child pornography, that's not bad so long as you don't act it out. Wouldn't you want to help this poor sick dude?
Yes, I would, but I'm thrilled that he's not acting it out. I mean, okay, well, that's big.
Yeah.
What? Do you guys hear that extra talking? Or is that just me?
Nah, I heard something in the background.
Yeah, I don't know where
That's
coming
weird.
from.
Maybe that's a part of the video. Darn it. It is. Freaking Discord. Freaking Discord was on while I was recording it.
Oh.
So Prager is essentially saying, and I'm not going to misquote him. This is what he's saying. Because you did not act out the actual acts of harming a child, it is therefore not evil. You're not acting out the actual behavior. You can have the thought, but as long as you don't do it, that absolves you from anything. And it's just like the thought is evil, the action is evil. It's all evil. Like, it's evil.
Period. I don't think there's any excuse in any. Honestly, anybody that thinks it isn't evil, you're evil. I just want to, like, if you think it is okay to watch animated child porn, I say we get the stones. I say it's time to bring back real judgment and get the stones, because I mean, what else can we do with somebody like that?
What can you do with them? And what else can you do with them when none of the top conservatives want to talk about what they even said? They want to deflect.
Yeah, I'm about to make a video on that.
And why don't they? See, that's my other. Is it that they don't want to criticize Prager, or that they don't want to? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Because
he's powerful.
Wow.
He's powerful. Like, we know the answer. He's powerful. He can give you a job. He can cut you from a job. He probably got connections. He can blackball you. I mean, we know the answers, man. It's how this movement works. Everybody knows how the movement works. You don't criticize people you want clout from.
Man. You know, I pulled up an interesting, speaking of child porn, I pulled up an interesting statistic.
What was that statistic?
Of the top 10 countries with the highest porn hub traffic. Okay. United States is number 1. They generally search hentai, which is the animated porn, lesbian and MILF porn. Second is United Kingdom. Third is Japan. Fourth is France. 5 is Italy, Mexico, Canada, Germany, Philippines, Brazil. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. That Japanese animated porn, which is where that child animated porn comes from, was in every single category with the exception of Italy and Germany.
People
so that means
watching cartoon porn?
Yep.
Yeah. That's a disturbing.
Folks is weird. I'm sorry. I'm like, hey, y'all so weird out here, bro. Y'all watching porn is already disgusting. But y'all watching cartoons?
Yeah.
Dog.
And here's another tip for you, Bryson. Don't ever go to the UK, because we found out their number 1 consumption of porn is in transgender porn.
Yeah. Transgender.
Yeah.
What? UK? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yep.
shocked. Why am I not
But
shocked?
here,
Okay.
okay, I'm gonna blow your mind again. Okay, racist America. You want to know what their number one is? Search term:
What?
ebony porn.
Ebony.
Oh, black women.
Yep.
United States #1 was black women.
Yeah,
Black
the
women.
racist
Boy,
United
somebody
States.
out here lying. somebody is out here lying.
They love the ebony porn, man. They love it.
Listen,
That is
anybody who
disgusting.
is watching animated pornography, you are evil.
Oh,
It's childlike. We know why you're watching it.
Yeah.
You can deny it all you want. It's childlike. I watch anime sometimes because it's nice to just sit down and watch a cartoon as an adult with adult themes.
Yeah.
But I'm not watching it other than to feel the nostalgic and the youth inside of me. That's why we watch anime. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It's way better than watching an action movie with blood and gore. I would rather watch a cartoon.
I ain't gonna cap. So kind of know I hate animated anything.
Animated anything?
I hate animated anything. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what's funny, Mo? I thought you was gonna bring up a different child pornography statistic. That's why.
I got that.
Oh no,
I got that on deck.
Hey, who knew that Pornhub has their whole 2023 statistic board? I mean, you could have a ball on there, okay, and it will make you scared to go outside.
You
It'll
got the
make you
child.
scared.
You know what's funny about this statistic? So I pointed out this statistic separate from anything black. It's not whataboutism. I'm just calling out this statistic. And I asked if I would point it out, would it be racist? And you know what's funny? All these people that claim black people always trying to defend and justify black crime, they came up with all type of excuses for this. Now, if you scroll down, can you scroll down a little bit?
Yeah.
On it. Scroll down some more. Where show all the races?
Oh, that's the racist?
Or is that up? Or is that up?
Let me see. I think the race part is up here.
Yeah, okay,
where
okay,
it
might be up.
says- Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
83%,
Now,
81.3.
I'm glad because if y'all look, they already separate Hispanic and white. See, some statistics don't do that, but Hispanic and white are already separated. Now, the funny thing about this, right, is white people, non-Hispanic white people account for around 60% of the country, and they account for 81.3% of child pornography, which is per capita, they're overrepresented, obviously. Black people account for 4% at 13% of the population. They are underrepresented. What makes it worse is 99.7% are men. So now you got to cut all of these statistics in half. So it's really 30% of the population account for 81.3% of the child pornography, which is disgusting. And the reason I even brought this up is to show that if everybody make everything about race, then every race can look bad with some statistic. But did you see, Soonie, Elijah Schaefer? He attempted to try to conflate it. He said people are looking at it wrong. And then he's flat out lied and acted like child pornography statistic is related to child abuse statistics. He said this is the full picture. He brought up child abuse statistics. He didn't even narrow it down to sexual child abuse. He just gave the overall child abuse statistic is that black people lead per capita and tried to say that is the bigger picture of child pornography. So disingenuous. And I found it funny because if a black person did this type of behavior with black statistics, people will call them victim mindset, black fragility, and all these things. People also blaming it on Jews. It's not white people, it's Jews. Like, you know, I just found it to be that's just a little side point, but I just wanted to
No, it's a valid point because it also fuels what we're talking about here today. Is we pick and choose what we want to talk about. We can't talk about protecting children, but not talk about the elephant in the room, which is the majority of these people committing these crimes are indeed white. If we can go on and on and on about black on black crime, then we can tackle this issue too, because it's important to the right, is it not? Like,
well, it should be, but they don't like putting the race factor on, you know, child exploitation. They only like putting this the race factor on crime, violent crime. And they just every day they post about race. Black people did. I think Elijah Schaefer did a poll on Twitter and said, are black people a net positive or a net negative to society? And he did a whole poll like that. And if I tweeted the same thing, white people, I would get called anti-white in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
So I find that to be very interesting.
So
You nasty white people. Hey, somebody said they're trying to connect with you to drop a track together, Bryson.
Oh, you got to email me. I don't charge for features. I just have to like the song, but I am blunt and honest. So if I don't like the song, I will let you know. So before you send me a song, make sure you're
Not in your
make sure you're
feelings.
not.
so there is information coming out. Now, I don't buy this recanting, okay? Because you not only doubled down when you were on Exodus with Jordan Peterson, you doubled down again when you went on this show, and you've been doubling down everywhere else. The reason he's recanting is because so many people are calling him disgusting and evil. When people show you who they are, believe them. How old is Prager? And you're going to tell me you don't understand the dangers and the ramifications of CP? You had to see an AI generated image for you to understand how disgusting and dangerous it is. Anybody who buys that, I'm going to just need you to go ahead and log off the internet and don't come back.
It was probably his sponsors that were like, can you backtrack on what you just said?
Come on.
Sorry, you can't take that back. That's one thing with me.
And then you went on Charlie Kirk. He's gonna softball you, dude. Come on. You're not exactly. It would be different if you came on a show like this where you're gonna get pressed. I'm gonna bring up statistics because outside of the CP portion of this interview, he also went into some other stuff with conversations he was having with Amala, which was even more weird.
Totally inappropriate.
I'm gonna keep it a band, and what I realized, and I feel like y'all have realized this too, but you remember when Hunter Biden, it was said that he had child porn on his stuff. That was one of the biggest stories on the right. Everybody called it out. Everybody condemned them. Hunter Biden this, Hunter Biden that. Hunter Biden's a pedophile. Matter of fact, we all called Joe Biden a pedophile simply because of what Ashley Biden had in her diary.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But I mean, right here, this man is flat out telling you it's okay to watch child pornography as long as it's animated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he should be called a pedophile. I think that's clear cut.
Here's the thing that he said that I just sit here and think, like, how could you even say this? He said it doesn't hurt anybody. Who is it hurting? Because it's animated. Who is it hurting? And in my head, I'm thinking it's hurting the viewer. It's hurting the user, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to mention the industry that produces this type of material is tied to a whole bunch of sex trafficking. So whether you're watching an animated porn or you're watching a real person porn or even a grown woman, because there's porns where women are dressed like little girls, because these guys have these fetishes that they want,
Mm-hmm.
I just like that excuse that he gave of who is it hurting? And the other thing is that, well, Jews are more concerned with your action, not so much your words or your thoughts. And I said this on my show the other day. I said, that's funny because the Jews really got an uproar when Ye said what he said, and he didn't take any action, right? He was just having thoughts out loud. But they called him out to the carpet. They drug him all over the place. They had him canceled all over the place. So I'm just confused by that.
Well, he's misrepresenting the Orthodox Jewish position.
Yes, absolutely.
They do not support watching porn. I mean, period. So that would debunk him just off the rip right there. Now, a lot of secular Jews, I mean, they are degenerates. So secular Jews run the porn industry. They never mind. But yeah,
It's a fact.
Yeah, it is.
I want to play this real quick. I
do a podcast with her.
Okay.
So she is so open, God bless her. I don't think she would object to my telling this story. In fact, maybe it was even discussed on one of our podcasts. We're very, very open. So she was on a date, and they were both attracted. It was not the first date, and they kissed. That's all they did. They kissed. And in the midst of the kiss, he grabbed her neck.
Oh.
Like this. And even me, Mr. Open, was taken aback. And so was she. To her credit, when she took his hand away, she said either then or later that evening or later another time, why did you do that? And he, to his credit, was open enough to say, I thought you would like it. That's what I see on the internet. That's a bad thing. That's The number of young men who learn about women through porn and not real life is a very scary thing that has developed.
I played that because when he was asked, was animated CP evil or not? And he also asked, is there a victim who's being hurt? I'm not making an indictment on this man. I'm using my common sense. On one hand, you're saying there's no victim when it's animated. On another hand, you're concerned about young men learning about women through pornography.
He's double speaking.
How does that make sense? That's what these people are trained to do.
Yeah, he literally just debunked himself because he just told you that people are affected by what they see through porn on the internet. He just told you that. So anything he said prior to that is either null and void or he just talking just to talk. Very weird behavior. Very weird behavior. I need both of those clips.
I got you. Look, I watched the whole thing and I cut pieces where he was double speaking because that's exactly what he was doing. So that I showed that because people are going to be fooled. Well, he went on Charlie Kirk and walked it back. He walked it back because he's getting ran through the mud, probably behind the scenes and now in front of the scenes, because you have influencers like us who aren't afraid. I'm going to call you what you are, bro. You probably watch this stuff and you probably feel defensive when you're talking about it and you're double speaking. Now, I didn't know the dangers, but you understand the dangers of young men taking this in and not knowing how to communicate with women. That makes no sense, Prager.
Well, I mean,
no
I don't know if y'all ever tried this, but if you call out porn, period, on Twitter, you get a bunch of men very angry. So a lot of people do watch a lot of porn, and I've had to learn that as I'm talking about, because I thought saying ban porn was a common, good thing. Hey, yeah, screw porn. But in all actuality, a lot of people get very, very angry at that. Actually, I got called gay because I don't watch porn. So,
Bryson, what do you say? What do you say from a biblical standpoint? What would you say to somebody who says, "Well, I'm a virgin, like I've never had sex, and I use porn to not have sex, to keep myself from having sex"? What do you say to that?
First off, I mean, that's just cap. Secondly, it's still a sin to watch porn because you're literally lusting and watching somebody else butt naked having sex, which is probably around 3 sins being committed. Just right. That's literally 3 sins being committed right then and there. So you're sinning, and I mean, just here go my thing, especially to men. If you can't stop yourself from clicking a few buttons, all porn is you clicking buttons to get there. You have to intentionally watch porn, unless you're on Twitter, something might pop up on your timeline or Instagram, but you have to intentionally watch porn. If you can't stop yourself from clicking a few buttons, you are a punk. Like, period. You soft. You ain't got no strong mind. You ain't ready to lead a woman. You're not ready to lead a family. You're not ready to lead anything. If you can't stop yourself from clicking a button, we talking buttons. Where do you talk about no strippers all in your face trying to really get you to do something? We're talking about the internet, dog. Clicking buttons to watch somebody have sex, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Soonie, what was that one time you were searching up something and all this porn stuff came up? What was it that you were looking that one time?
Oh, that's when I was exposing gays against groomers because they are pushing, you guys go look this up. They're now pushing a new hashtag called femboys. And I said, oops, I'm going to play this too. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, okay, what is that? Like, is this a new term? Because I don't pay attention to this delusional community. And immediately nothing but gay pornography showed up. In my head, what if the young people that you are fighting for, the gays against groomers, what if they go Google that? The first thing that's going to show is porn. So what are you teaching them? What are you showing them?
Also, listen, y'all, stay away from because me, I'm like, well, that dig for stuff. And I remember when that the shooting in Buffalo happened and he recorded the full thing and you could actually find the full thing. It was only on porn sites, bro. Like the sites you had to go to watch the full thing. It was like straight.
What?
Porn sites are the only sites that's going to allow you to post somebody shooting somebody. I mean, clearly.
Yep.
And we went to watch it and a bunch of porn came up and it was like an actual porn site. So you could actually see the video. But you didn't know that the Buffalo shooting is all on camera?
You know, I knew
did,
that,
yeah.
but I didn't think that they were posting it on a porn site to get you to go to the porn site and be like,
No,
oh,
no, no. They
while
weren't
I'm
trying to
here
get,
watching a shooting video, let me.
no, they weren't trying to get you to go to the porn site. That's the only sites that probably allow that type of content. So, yeah. But when you go to them websites, you know, the internet tracks you. So
Yeah,
next
yeah.
thing you know, you're gonna have porn ads popping up, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh
In
my
fact,
gosh. Wow.
This is the clip that Mo was talking about. I'm going to show various clips so that you guys can see. No one's here. I'm not biased. I'm probably the most objective person that you're going to get on this side outside of Bryson. It's just my opinion. I don't think there's anybody else who is objective as us on these topics. But this was Prager's sentiments on how he's not concerned with what people are thinking. Once again, double speaking.
For me to start being preoccupied with people's thinking.
It's not just thinking; it's him masturbating to
Yes,
images
he's
of
okay.
children.
Okay, so that the real question about the whole pornography issue is not pornography; it's masturbation. There is a Catholic tradition.
I disagree. I think
and
it's both. I think both masturbation is evil, but I think pornography is
okay.
a
So I don't
greater
think
evil, I would say.
masturbation is evil. Okay, that's. And by the way, I admit that within Orthodox Judaism, there is when I was a counselor at Orthodox Jewish camp, the kids were told by some of their rabbis that masturbation is like murder, and there was that. There was also that. There's a statement like that.
I certainly wouldn't make that statement.
Okay, I do believe that in Catholic theology there is
No. There's no
I-
Catholic is saying that murder is equivalent to masturbation.
Okay, all right.
You might
good,
say that
good.
both are grave sins, but you wouldn't say that masturbation is a graver sin. Even within murder, patricide would be a graver sin than killing a stranger.
Since we both believe murder is always wrong, except obviously self-defense is killing, not murder. So murder is always wrong. Child molestation is always wrong. Is masturbation always wrong? What about a man whose wife, and I had this example. Now you may say, well, if you take an extreme example, it's not fair. But if you
listen to what he says. Listen to this.
This example makes me so mad.
Listen to this.
Say always, I have to take a real life example of a man I knew who adored his wife. I knew them when they were both well. She got Alzheimer's at a very early age in her 50s. And he dressed her and bathed her and cleaned her up for a decade. And if this man, with a wife who no longer recognized him, masturbated to get rid of his sexual tension and stayed to take care of his wife, you would say that was evil?
I would, because I think that evil is the way things shouldn't be. And I think the sexual act exists for union, and to masturbate is to thwart the end of that natural act. I also think that what we haven't taken into account yet is an industry that brutalizes women, that's often involved in trafficking women.
Oh, that's why I said I'm against all of that. I'm on your side on that.
Yeah.
Yes,
you're not.
I was talking about pictures, still pictures of models.
This man, when I tell you, bro, when I tell you he moved the goalpost after moving the goalpost, he got semantical, bruh.
Wait,
this interview.
Do you see how he admitted that masturbation was wrong in Orthodox Judaism?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because of course it is. That's why he claimed to be a Jew, and I'm very confused. Like, are you're not Orthodox? You're not religious? Are you a secular Jew? I mean, I'm very confused because masturbation is wrong, which I'm glad you've pretty much admitted that you had the wrong position. You double speaking again, and you're finding weird ways to justify. Child porn. So I'm just very.
Where did the
discombobulated.
still images of models come? Like, I was like, what?
That's what he did throughout this interview.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, where'd you pull
when
that
they
out
tried
of?
to ground? Okay, he kept saying there's nothing, and he does say that his parents looked at. He says that his parents looked at these images together.
Mm-hmm.
Playboy, his mother and his father looked at these things together, and every time he speaks about pornography, he's very deceptive in relating it to what it used to be, as if it still does not have the same intent. It has the same intent. Now it's gotten more graphic, but it was not innocent. He paints Playboy as this innocent magazine where men and women are enjoying looking at the models. That's what he does this whole interview, and he plays off CP. Bro,
let me tell you something. This man needs help. I mean, you say he recants it now. But that's disgusting, bro. This should be thoroughly condemned by the entirety of the conservative movement, and especially people that works for PragerU. If you work for PragerU, you should be like one of the main people coming out against this, so you let people know and separate yourself from that automatically. But am I shocked?
Sean
Am
said,
I shocked?
Prager Jew at it again. Prager Jew.
Prager Jew.
That's hilarious.
I know. I named my video the other day "To Catch a Prager," like to catch a predator. I'm
To
like,
catch a
man,
Prager.
to catch a Prager.
Somebody said
Man,
Bryson, he's a Talmudic Jew, in my opinion. So I know this is like a popular thing to say, and I realize a lot of people have no clue what the Talmud is or what it represents. The only people that even believe in the Talmud are Orthodox Jews, with the exception of some Orthodox Jews. Ethiopian Jews do not believe in the Talmud, but the majority of Orthodox Jews do. So you say he's a Talmudic Jew rather than a regular Jew. That's not a real distinction. Secular Jews don't really care about the Talmud at all because they're secular, and the Talmud is viewed as a religious document. Also, so you say he's a Talmudic Jew. I mean, if he claims to be an Orthodox Jew, Orthodox Jews believe in the Talmud except for Ethiopian Jews. So even people that believe in the Talmud don't believe masturbation is good. They all believe it's evil. So that's just not a real distinction.
somebody said, "What 3 sins is he talking about that got to do with porn watching?"
Oh yeah, multiple. So if you go to Leviticus, the same chapter that talks about homosexuality, Leviticus 18 and Leviticus 20, you read the entire chapter is giving you a bunch of sexual sins that you could potentially be committing. You could be looking at another person's wife, another person's partner, period, point blank, which is automatically a sin. Lusting, and that way watching people have sex, because fornication is a sin, and you're supporting, condoning, and watching it. Proverbs 17:15 says justifying wickedness is an abomination. So you're also committing that sin. Then how many sins you're doing depending on who you watching. You never know who you watching. You could be watching you really just genuinely never know. So you're not supposed to uncover people nakedness, you know,
Right.
So I mean, there it is right there.
Soonie, you got a video? Did you want me to pull this up, or are you gonna pull this up? You're on mute.
Oh, this is him recanting, allegedly. Like I said, I'm telling you now, don't buy it. I don't buy it. Nobody should buy it on the Charlie Kirk show. Yeah.
Agent. I have devoted much of my life to protecting children. All I was doing was and I should, in retrospect, I wish I had said, compared to using real children, it is certainly less evil, because we're talking about the issue of thought versus, we're not talking about defending kiddie porn in any form. It's vile, period. I've never wavered for a nanosecond on that. I went to one of my favorite human beings.
I want y'all to listen to what he just said. This man is double speaking again. Listen to what he just said.
My life to protecting children. All I was doing was and I should, in retrospect, I wish I had said, compared to using real children, it is certainly less evil, because
compared to using real children, it is certainly less evil. Bro, what are you talking about?
That's not what he said. He literally said it wasn't evil, period. I mean, that's just what he said. It wasn't evil. I'm talking about verbatim. I'm just very confused.
But how is it less evil? Prager, bro. Compared to using real children, it is less evil. What are you? Listen. Y'all better listen to these people when they speak.
Right.
And you better start believing them. I'm not picking on Prager. Prager came out and said these things all by himself. All by himself.
Yeah, he's sick, bro. I think most people, normal people, would agree that he was sick. I don't know though. I think conservatives' brains have been fried.
I'll agree with that.
I don't know what's what now.
I want to know what Charlie Kirk said. Soonie has another video here. Do I need to play this? I don't know where she went. Hold on one second. Oops.
I'm here. Yeah, you can play that.
Okay, hold on one second. You're much quicker at the share than I am. You just boom.
Excuse me.
eye pictures of women in bikinis. And they were created just by AI, indistinguishable from real sexy women. And I realized, whoa, we are entering a really, really dangerous realm. Because if children will be as depicted as like that, as accurate, maybe it will draw in even more people who are not already sick
Yes.
in that arena.
I'm glad you said that.
So
then.
now,
Yeah.
yes, but I didn't realize this when that issue came up in a philosophical realm more than a real realm. Now that I do, I am very, very troubled by animated child porn. I was
Stop
No,
the
you
count.
weren't.
Wait. Just there's a basic logical flaw in what he said. He said that the reason he thought animated child porn was bad was because he saw a more realistic AI. But animated child porn isn't looking realistic. So how is that the reason why you change your position on animated child porn?
Right.
It makes no logical sense. He is just talking, bro.
Soonie, what did Charlie Kirk say to all this?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, see, we agree there. So Charlie Kirk, maybe we need to have a conversation too, sir. What do you mean? Stop softballing this man. Y'all didn't softball Hunter. Y'all don't softball Joe Biden sniffing children. Y'all don't softball nobody on the right doing nasty, depraved things, thoughts, behaviors, whatever. We do not give it any leeway.
And people get mad when we I got a few tweets saying, Bryson, all you do is call out the right now. You never call out the left. Bro, we've been calling out the left for years. Like one of my biggest songs called Let's Go Brandon. I got the Hunter Biden hack song. I mean, at what point do we just say, okay, this is the left? Because you definitely need to get your house in order first. And like our house, if you're a Christian conservative, it's clearly not in order. Look who we're backing. Look who we promote. Look who we are promoting. Look at all the frauds. Look at all the people claiming Christian conservatives but going against those values. At some point, we have to all get our house in order first before we go out and talk with somebody else.
Facts.
That part. It's not a left or right issue. It's not. I mean, look.
It's a spiritual war. This is not a political thing, man.
It's evil. I felt it was really important to highlight what was said in that interview. And thank you, Holly. Shout out to the group chat that we have. They actually went and got those clips from me while we were doing this show. You guys get to see where it started and where it ended. He's not walking it back because he feels sorry. Prager's walking it back because he's catching flack. But me and Bryson just pinpointed how many double speaking moments, how many points in the interview that he lied. He's not being honest. He's deceptive. More realistic. The terms were animated. It wasn't AI generated CP. That's not what was asked of you.
Nope.
No.
And it can't even be connected. You can't say something was super realistic and that's why I went back on something that looks completely not realistic. I don't, I mean, these people are evil, bro. My boy Joe Collins in here. What up, broski?
What up, Joe?
These people are wicked, man. And they're not going to be called out because they got too much power, which is typically how it works. And I mean, they suppress voices that call it out. So nobody's going to actually challenge him truly and be like, wait a minute, bro. That makes zero sense what you just said. Right. Can you explain a little bit deeper on what the crap logic you just used there, buddy? we gotta, can we wait. Somebody gotta sometimes be like, wait, what that mean right there? You know, you can't just let people just get the hippity hopping. You let them say it and be like, okay, wait, can we go back to this real quick because this didn't make too much sense, but
But he went on the Charlie Kirk show, Bryson. It's all good now.
Oh yeah, it's all good. All forgiven.
The Gap poster boy. Come on.
Yeah, I mean Hunter Biden cleared up what happened a few times on a few different shows too. Why people still mad at Hunter?
Still mad at Hunter. He said he was sniffing Parmesan cheese. It wasn't even crack.
It wasn't even crack. He explained it. He explained it, man. You take him at his word. Come on, bro.
Oh man.
Prager went to Yeshiva Flatbush, which is a Talmudic Orthodox sect. I was being sarcastic at first because the Talmud says not to commit sexual immorality.
Correct. The Talmud does say to not commit sexual immorality. Is what it says. Prager went to Yeshiva Flatbush, so he actually claims to be a religious Jew.
Yeah, he does.
Yes. I mean, but sometimes secular Jews go to all the big holidays and stuff, just like Yom Kippur, Passover, and things like that.
Yeah, just like some secular Christians take communion.
Right.
Yeah, take communion. They pop out of church on Easter. I mean, you know. So I mean, it would be interesting to see if he genuinely considers himself a religious Jew, because that'd be very, very odd to me.
It would. I want to see Prager go to hostile territory and have this discussion.
Right.
And I want people to do what you just said. Stop. Explain that.
Yeah.
Okay. Explain that. I don't get that.
Yeah.
And make him really, because he does a lot of talking. You're right. He does a whole lot of talking, and there's not anybody to say stop and explain this, because that don't make no sense.
Well, the problem with conversations I have that a lot of people have, and everybody can vouch for me on this. Matter of fact, I have a bunch of conversations with people from different religions doing it. The problem is a lot of people probably don't even catch when he do it, because they're too focused on responding. A lot of people in conversations, they don't listen. They're just so ready to respond. They're not listening to what the person is saying. So a lot of times, even if you disagree, you're actually missing what the crap the person is saying, because you're too ready to talk. That's why you always got to listen to what people be saying, bro. Listen to them, process the logic, and be like, yo, hold on, this don't sound right. So somebody really needs to like really question Dennis Prager on that situation.
Well, I got one more thing for you, Bryson, before we let you go. I got one more thing. I meant to send this to you earlier, but then I was like, I'm not sending this to him because I wanted to see your reaction.
Yeah, what's up? Show me, whatever it is.
Oh, snap. Don't be mad at me now.
Gotta be something super gay if you say don't be mad at me.
Or ratchet, because with Soonie, you never know, okay?
Listen,
Ratchet
man.
or gay.
I got this in my DM.
Let's see what this is.
I got it in my DM, and I said, it would only be right if the OGs react to this together.
Let me see.
Soonie.
Here we go.
Blair's a good person. You look like a woman. Blair White's done nothing wrong. Your bones look like a woman. We are very blessed to have you as an amazing, beautiful, smart person. And I this is a woman. You're an articulate, amazing person, a beautiful person. The way God works mysterious ways, it creates beautiful things.
God,
Curious
ain't work with that.
My heart.
God
You're a
ain't
good
that.
person.
Hold
You love
on,
the children.
bro.
You're the perfect spokesperson.
God ain't do it. God, what? God.
Wait a minute. He kind of looks like somebody. Look at the profile. I ain't saying nothing.
Yo, I love how we're so animated, bro. When he said God, I was like, Bryson's going to flip his lid, dude.
Hey, bro, I really got water. I'm about to throw up. I'm not even trolling. I'm really about to throw up. I'm not even joking. But bro, God, what does God made him a grown man. His name is Rob, if I'm not mistaken.
Robert.
God ain't make him like that. And then if you look at that jawline, that's clearly.
You need to go look at the comments. You ain't got to watch the video, but you got to look at the
about
comments.
it, bro. I'm about to throw up. Never mind. I can't even speak on it no more, bro.
Yeah.
I
Remember when he
really
had him sitting on his lap?
Because if I think about that face you just showed with that strong jawline, I'm actually gonna throw up. I'm not even joking, bro.
Listen, Alex Jones, you got to go. You got to go.
You know what? I think he just joined the Mug Club, actually.
Alex Jones?
Yeah.
On Rumble?
On Crowder. Mm-hmm.
No
Crowder
way.
announced it. Yeah, Crowder announced it on his show the other day.
Well, Crowder likes
Is Alex Jones more popular than Stephen Crowder?
I don't know. But he said something. He was like, "Welcome over to the club, Alex Jones." That's what he said.
He
That's
puts
so
on
interesting.
dresses though. So I don't know. I'm a little worried about him too.
Bro, how did Alex just say something about God? That is
Listen.
gonna irritate the crap out of me for days. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna actually make me mad. I ain't gonna even cap. That's gonna thinking about that gonna actually piss me off.
Yeah, they're teaming up. See,
They did announce it. Wow.
Well,
Woo!
that's interesting. Why would Alex go to somebody less popular than him?
It's probably because he's so darn censored.
Yeah. But InfoWars
So
make
he's-
a lot of money.
Like what is it? Band.co?
They live stream. They live stream
Yeah.
like InfoWars, Band Video, everything. Like InfoWars they make a lot of money.
Band
They have a
Video, yeah.
large cult like base.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to repent. He's disgusting.
Today.
But even bringing God in that, he needs to repent. That is flat out disgusting.
I was like, what? Wait till Bryson hears this, man.
When
I
was
screamed
that?
when I heard it. I don't know. I was up this morning getting ready for the show, and Legs, yo, shout out to Legs. They're always dropping me gems. They're like, "Did you see this?" And I screamed. I was like, "God did what?"
God, bro. I'm so disappointed. Do y'all understand? Before I even switched my party to Republican, I was watching Alex Jones.
Alex Jones
is one of the first people I heard even call out the trans movement, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
To watch
Bohemian
him say
Grove.
that, bro. To watch Alex Jones say that really does hurt my soul, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. That joint is crazy. To watch Alex Jones say that, bro, right now. Like that is so.
I think most of us
crazy.
came up on Alex Jones and Infowars.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Alex Jones, the person that opened my eyes.
That was my same.
Bro, to watch him say what he just said is like so sad to me, bro.
No, this is the
Alex?
equivalency of JLP saying some gay stuff like that. I would be so heartbroken if JLP ever came out and said some wild stuff like this.
Bro, this is like Alex. What you doing, bro? You was the hero we thought we needed. Now you just a tranny lover. I don't even know what you want, bro. You are a freak. Repent.
You think he's trying to recover from all the hits he took with the Kanye stuff?
Well, he was like promoting Blair White before that. I ain't never heard him say that now. That is like some. I mean, I don't know.
See, look. Alex Jones made a lot of young people, the millennials, he made a lot of us conservative. He actually made a lot of us start to question the government. That's when I really started to question everything, is when he did the
and he was right about everything.
He was right about everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
What happened?
And I was just at like an InfoWars hosted award show in Austin.
No way.
And Austin is flat out disgusting, by the way. I would never go back there, period.
Isn't it? It's terrible.
Somebody
Homeless people everywhere.
Somebody have to pay me buku bucks to even step foot in that hellhole.
It's the California of Texas. That's what it is.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
His base card needs to be revoked. I second
I
that.
will never call Alex Jones based again. I can't even promote him no more. This man is going around saying God made, man, get out of here, dog. Somebody get the stones, man.
Get the stones.
Man, you took the air out of Bryson's tires. Just
get the stones.
He looks so let down. He's just like,
I am let down. Because think about it, I started off talking about how crazy this movement is, and then to hear Alex Jones, like that's pretty much it. I don't have nothing. I mean, bro, like, send me that clip, bro.
I got you.
That's why we called this exposing fake conservatives.
Because it is what it is, man.
I'm so sad.
And we didn't name them all, but we need y'all to go and really think hard about the conservatives that aren't calling this type of behavior out.
No, because if you do, you take more flack for being honest. That's the crazy part that I don't get. Is, people will be like, "Oh, you're grifting. Trump made you." I've been told that so many times. Oh, you're grifting. Trump made you. You wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for that MAGA hat. And I'm just like, so when I'm being honest, you don't like me. But when I'm just spewing out what's just, fed lines to me, then I'm okay. Yeah. So they don't, even if we were to get on here and be like, this influencer, that influencer, this person, they're not going to take heed to what we're saying. They're not. They got confirmation bias.
You got to think about it like this. It shows you the truth. I'm gonna make sure to not even make it racial, but it shows you the truth about why a lot of people liked us in the beginning. It's not because of what we believe. It's not because of our faith in God. Because I bet you if I said I'm atheist, but I'm still a Trump supporter, they'll still follow you. Think
Absolutely.
about that. If you say you're gay and you're a Trump supporter, they still follow you. You say you're a transgender and a Trump supporter, they still follow you. But if you say you a stern Christian, but you no longer support Trump, now they don't like you anymore. Think about that. Think, what does that say though? What does that say, bro? Think about that.
They're antichrist. That's what it says.
That's the simple. That's how it is.
They're antichrist. A lot of people are afraid to say that. I made a video. I think that video went viral where I said it doesn't matter how hard you try to denigrate the Bible. It doesn't matter how hard, because anytime you open that book, there's a lesson. There's a lesson on morality. There's a lesson on how to handle your depression. There's a lesson on how to have self-control. There's nothing but positive messages in the book. So sure, hate on it all you want. But at the end of the day, that's what created the moral fabric in this world. I don't care about all these other religions that exist. That's what it all comes down to. If you can't ground on that, then there's something wrong with you. You're just antichrist, period.
Bro, if something Trump does affect you more than what something that atheist does, like if you're more angry at somebody who's not a Trump supporter but a stern Christian than you are at somebody that's atheist but a Trump supporter, that's antichrist behavior. Because for a fact, objectively, you pick Trump over Christ. Period.
Absolutely, it's a fact. It's a fact. Thanks for coming on, Bryson. I had to. I had to play that last one.
You actually inspired me. I'm probably about to go live on my YouTube, even though it's kind of
late. We're the same way. If you show me some outlandish stuff, I'm going live.
Yeah, I gotta go off real quick. everything built up, and that Alex Jones clip, that joint, I ain't gonna lie. Stuff conservatives do really never affect me, ever. But I ain't gonna lie, that Alex Jones clip you just played affected me a little bit on the inside. I ain't gonna even cap. For the first time in a very long time, I feel actually affected. So it just all came up. It's all coming together, and I gotta talk about that.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna be in the comment section. That made me mad.
Poor Bryson.
It should make a lot of people mad.
Like that joint, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm more affected by it.
Do you see me that clip?
Yeah, I put it in your DM, and not your DMs. I text you.
Oh yeah. I see it. Here we go.
It's going viral. That's the crazy part about it. That's going viral right now. Like, that's going viral.
Wow.
God didn't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I'm about to hop off here and get a live stream started.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate you.
Bye, Bryson.
Thank y'all for having me.
I know how to get Bryson going, bro.
Dude, that was cruel. Poor Bryson. I feel like
we're the same way. Bro.
I feel like you ruined his night with that.
Conservatives ruin my night almost every night. Because once upon a time, my heroes got exposed to me that way, and I had the same reaction he did. Like, bro, what? And you do feel a sense of it hurts. It hurts because these are the people that you come up watching. These are the people that give you the information that's valid. These are the people that you grow to trust, to even accept information from them. And then when you find out that your heroes are nothing more than figments of your imagination, it's a lot. Tatum said it in the Uncle Tom video. Imagine family thinking that all your aunts and uncles are just this way, and then you find something else, right? So I find some another family members.
Yeah.
And then my new family members are just like the old ones, like, bro, but all of y'all fraudulent.
You know what's wild is I was watching Uncle Tom 1 today. I don't know why, but I was like, you know what? Let me just take a little refresher course on Uncle Tom 1, and because it's a great movie, and you can't watch Uncle Tom 2 without watching Uncle Tom 1. And I was like, okay, let me just start with Uncle Tom 1. And that I stopped actually right on that part when he was talking about that.
Imagine.
Yep.
And it's just happening. It's happening again to the same demographic that movie is about. It's happening again to all of us with this side. And you see young people like me and Bryson, like, bro, what? Really? Why did I come over here? What was the
Mhm.
point?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I
Yeah.
lose family members? Why did I, spend countless hours researching, losing page after page? Why did I do all this? For what?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I when we do these shows, I hope people don't walk away with going, "Oh my god, I'm going to go and follow this person. I'm going to go and follow that
Yeah.
person." That is certainly not what we're advocating. If
Yeah.
anything, I'm encouraging you to continue to follow that person to build your muscle of discernment, okay?
hmm
Because in order to build that muscle and to be able to look at things the way Soonie and I and Bryson look at things, you have to follow people who show you this type of behavior so that you can identify it, right?
hmm
Because I think we've all gotten into like this rut where we follow the echo chamber of what we want to hear in our head. And when that person
Yeah.
tells us what we want to hear, it sounds great. And then the minute they say something we don't want to hear, we're like, oh, I'm done with you.
Yep.
You got to get out of my club because I can only hang around people who regurgitate what I want to hear all day, every day.
All day, every day.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, I still follow a lot of people that I have respect for that say a lot of wild shit these days.
hmm
And I'm agreeing with less and less. Okay. I still like them as a person. I just don't agree with their stances on certain issues. And it's disappointing, right? Because that person helped you understand things the way you understand them today.
Yep.
But maybe that's all they were good for.
Maybe because not everybody's there for a lifetime. Some
They
people
were
are there
there
for a season.
That's right.
I do agree
Yeah.
with you. No man is good. I do agree with that. That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
And we are supposed to take that mind frame of like, you don't make idols of men because they're not good. Only God is good. So
Yeah.
I agree with you. But there is a such thing as relating. I think that's more so what's going on is
Mm-hmm.
you have someone to relate to and it's like, okay, I'm not crazy. I
Yeah.
have always wondered, is there more? And then you see this side presenting more, but it's just more of the same. So
Right.
I'm always going to be grateful for all the people that I came up watching. Like I'm always
Mhm.
going to have respect for Candace. I'm always going to have respect for Tatum. I might not agree with everything, but I will
Mhm.
always have respect for them. But they're just like me. We're all infallible and
Mhm.
we're all subject to error. I think that's
Facts.
what it was. They just got very
Facts.
humanized and I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Wow.
and like you ask yourself, is it that they changed or were they always like this and I only wanted to see them a certain way, or maybe I changed
Yeah.
and I grew and so now I'm hearing them differently? I mean, I
Yeah.
think all that can be true at once, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's
For
a good
sure.
thing. All right, let's get into some other we need like a transition, other news, like something
We do. That would be
ratchet news.
fun. Ratchet.
Because we be talking about some ratchet news. Oh,
Also, since we talked about Prager in the beginning, I'm gonna send you a bunch of links and we could put resources in the description for you guys to look at everything we use to research why pornography is bad for your brain and how none of his statements made any sense. I just wanted to put that out there because I know people like to research and see what you're doing.
yeah.
So we can put those links in the chat for you.
Definitely put the Pornhub statistics because I found those extremely. Can we just talk about some of them? Now
Yeah.
that I didn't want to talk about them with Bryson on because I felt like I was just gonna like burn up in hell if I brought up Pornhub one more time in front of Bryson. I was like, don't
Oh my
mention Pornhub,
God.
but I couldn't help myself. Um, should I bring it up on the screen?
Yeah. You want me to pull it up or you got it?
Yeah, you pull it up. Because you have a better skill set.
Here we go, y'all. These are some of the searches that were defining of 2022 reality, which is homemade porn. 169% increase. Gender, transgender, the category transgender grew by 75% to become the 7th most popular worldwide search. I thought that
was crazy.
It's crazy, but it proves everything that we've been saying.
Yes.
This is a social engineering experiment This has nothing to do with people being born this way. It's all about what they take in.
Mhm.
For this to become 7th worldwide and to simultaneously watch the acceptance and people
Mhm.
being like, oh, let's just be inclusive. That's telling you something right here. Look at this group sex, bro. Like, what are y'all watching?
Mhm.
This became the 4th most popular searched thing on Pornhub
Yeah.
worldwide.
And there it
Outdoors.
is. Oh, I'm ahead of you. But when I looked at the most searched terms, there was hentai at number 1.
Yeah, hentai porn. Yes.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Japanese number 2, MILF number 3, lesbian. Some of y'all are gonna have to help me. I don't know what Pinay is. I don't know what
I don't know what that is either.
wait, Pinay. What was the other one that I didn't know what it was? Joy, JOI. I don't know what that is.
Joy?
Yeah, joy, it says.
That sounds like some CP stuff. I
I don't
can't
know.
listen. Bro, we got down here most search terms of 2021. And
Mhm.
I was actually everything else on here was just like, eh. But what I was more disturbed by was the hentai and the stepmom search. Like, to me, that's giving an indication that boys are being abused. Because
Mhm.
why would they go look that up? Why would they even be
Right.
interested in that?
Right.
Yes, hentai.
Hentai. Does anybody know what joy, JOI is? I don't want to Google it because I don't want to like
I'm
have all the
scared.
type of joy porn or whatever it is.
She said joy porn.
Joy porn. Most search terms for 2022: lesbian, hentai, and ebony. With the
Yeah.
Latinas taking up number 4. I'm disappointed in you, America. Just joking. I'm disappointed in you. But yeah, I mean, this website was very interesting. And then they have a map here, United States
It's number 1.
top. Yeah, there's a map I think further down that says United States top relative searches. Go to that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that gives you like a really quick view.
Here we go. World's most viewed categories. In America, ebony is the most viewed category. Ebony. In the most racist place on earth. All these people are sitting here looking up black porn.
Hmm. That just proves we're not racist. In my mind. if I'm ever in a debate online and they're like, prove it. Prove the US is not a racist country. I'm gonna
And
be
you're
like,
gonna use porn? Oh my god.
I'm gonna use Pornhub and I'm gonna be like, boom, there you go. The most
Look.
searched porn videos are ebony.
See? Look at it. So this was most viewed categories by gender. They broke it down by gender. And another disturbing thing that I watched men watching was transgender. Women are also watching transgender. Women also watch anal. Like, I can't control what people look at. But the fact that y'all are looking this stuff up. Babysitter 18 plus. What like why? Why are women looking at that? These women complain that they are being hunted, beaten, torn apart, raped. But you're like, bro, this industry is known for trafficking. It's known for violating women, but you're digesting it? Viewed more by women compared to men. Bro, what is this?
That's
bondage,
crazy.
hardcore, gang banging, trans male, transgender, scissoring. Like, how?
Most searched for gay terms. What? Pornhub gay? There's a Pornhub gay?
I don't know.
Okay, y'all gay
There's-
people.
Listen, bro. It also breaks it down by generation. Oh God.
This
I'm
okay,
scared.
so this is weird to me. Okay, so you don't have this pulled up, but I'm looking. Most viewed gay categories searched. Okay. Gay guys are overwhelmingly searching for porn that involves straight guys. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. if you're gay, why do you want to watch straight guys? So there's like a fetish about. Why wouldn't you watch your own kind?
I don't know, dude.
Come on, man.
Wait a minute. Generation. So Gen Z. So Gen Zers who go to Pornhub were more likely to watch threesomes, cosplay, and cartoon videos. Okay? From 18 to 24. Gen Y, Generation Y, 25 to 34. They're more into Asian porn, feet, and more likely to view tattooed women. Gen X is just nasty, fisting, BBWs, and boomers wanted to watch handjob videos. Bro.
Can somebody in the chat explain to me why feet is a category when it comes to porn or people making money? Like, what is it about feet? I don't understand. I don't get it. What is the turn on with feet?
I don't know.
Anybody in the chat?
I don't know. But this is what's being viewed. Shut up, Erica. I don't like feet. Yes, feet. This is what you guys are getting sexual gratification from. I felt it was important to show a lot of these statistics because it debunked what Prager was saying and do that entire interview. We don't get to give Prager the excuse of being old and just not knowing. There's many people who watch us who are older and they know. If they know, you know, sir. You look at porn and you probably feel shameful about it because your wife don't like it. This is all alleged, but I'm just giving my opinion on all this.
Yeah. Dude, this website is fascinating, okay? Because they have let me just show my screen now because I'm still fascinated over here. They have this broken down by holiday season traffic, okay? So they're watching y'all on Christmas. Looks like France, they like to get down on Christmas Eve. And the United Kingdom is a messed up place. They like Christmas Day. But this was what blew me away. 2022 World Cup match traffic. So this tells you that there's so much porn traffic on the World Cup match day. I guess people get turned on by soccer. I don't understand.
Yes, you do. Because you like looking at
athletes,
men's booties when they play football.
But soccer players don't even have cute outfits. Okay, like you would think it would be like Super Bowl day or something. They don't even have like a thing for Super Bowl day. I'm just saying. We could get into it. You know what's funny though? I told Soonie, look at Japan, they be searching up themselves, okay? Japanese people, they don't look for nothing else but their damn selves. The Japanese are looking up the Japanese. Okay, that's what turns them on. They're not turned on by no ebony, no ivory, no tortillas, nothing. Dude, they got it by every country. You guys could have a ball. We're gonna not go into this much longer, but you guys can have a ball on this website. It's actually quite fascinating that they track these statistics. And yeah, just see where you fall in the metrics.
Yeah, and stop watching porn, please. It rots your brain. It has the same effects as heroin. And watching porn gives you the same dopamine response as you get from taking in illicit drugs. And once you ingest it for so long, you become immune and you need to look at more extreme things. Just like people who start on heroin usually expand to other things or get really strung out. They lose their whole livelihoods. They lose everything because they're so addicted. So you're not, this instant gratification that you're getting, you're not actually instantly gratifying yourself. You're feeding an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
It's ruining your brain. You lose gray matter every time you climax to a video like that. There's studies on this.
Yeah.
You can go look at it. I pulled up a study earlier that says Researchers in this report, they report 60% of the subjects, the average age of 25 men, had difficulties achieving erections and getting aroused with real partners, yet could achieve erections with internet pornography.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to ruin your sex life with your wife this way? Because you want to look at fake things. These women get paid to do this.
Yeah. I don't think people go into it thinking that, just like when people get addicted to drugs or food or anything or drinking, right? Or I mean, it's crazy everything that's considered an addiction. But I don't think people go into it thinking it's going to ruin it. They think, especially with porn, I think they think, oh, this is going to make me better. I'm going to be more creative in the bedroom. You know, that was something that Prager was talking about when he told a story about a woman that called into his show saying that, or, you know, she was devastated to hear that her husband had been watching porn. And his first question to her was, well, how is your sex life? Is it good? And she said, yeah. And he said, well, then I don't think you should have a problem, because he's not looking at it in spite of you. He's looking at it in lieu of you.
Yep.
Well,
he's a sick man.
Don't take relationship advice from Prager.
Don't. Not ever. They have actual brain scans. And like I said, we'll put these things in the chat, but they have actual brain scans that show you that your brain deteriorates every time you watch one of these videos. Every single time. I get that people don't know, but I also think not knowing is an excuse. We're in a day of information. Everybody should be researching what they're putting in their body. If you're not, then natural selection is going to take place, and I don't feel bad for that.
What up, Jacqueline? You're not late. We're just wrapping up a little topic on porn. You can always go back and watch it. We had Bryson on earlier, and that was a really good conversation. But let's get into some fun stuff. Not that porn's not fun and all, but I'm over it.
It's not.
I'm over it. You can only talk about porn so much, you know. But you know what? I want to give a shout out, and I'm not going to name this person. I want to give a shout out to one of our viewers who, a while back, when we were doing a different show, reached out to me and admitted that, you know, he struggles with a porn addiction and he, you know, wants to do it less. And I was really touched by his openness. And it was, you know, today he answered a lot of questions for me as well, because I had a lot of questions just about, like, you know, somebody who is in the midst of struggling with a porn addiction. Like, where did it start? You know, what makes you want to do it? How often are you doing it? And I know that seems like very intrusive to ask somebody that, but it's important to understand, you know, that type of mindset. And I applaud this person for working towards trying to move away from, you know, a porn addiction. And an interesting enough fact, this person is a virgin, and that's even greater. Like, a virgin. I love that. Like, hey, trying to stay a virgin, but you got an addiction to porn. You know, it always begs to the question. And that's why I asked the question when I mentioned it to Bryson. You know, if somebody's trying to stay a virgin, but they're using porn to kind of relieve that stress in them that men have, that sexual tension, is that, you know, if they're saying to themselves, well, this is why I'm doing it, is it make it any better? And, you know, Bryson said from a biblical standpoint, no, it's a sin, no matter which way you cut it, no matter what reason you're doing it for.
Right.
But hey, I applaud you. So keep going.
Before we move on,
and thank you, Joey, for the super chat.
I wanted to bring this up earlier. I forgot to do it, but I want you guys to go research Prager's sentiments on incest. Just please go look at it. I'm not going to show it on here, honestly, because I'm sensitive about these type of things. It's just disturbing, and I just want people to see who this guy is for themselves. Go look it up. All you got to do is type in Prager, Dennis Prager, arguments for incest. He's disgusting.
Please don't tell me he's making an argument for incest.
I'm gonna let you look at it yourself.
Well, You can't just drop something like that and then now the whole world has to pause because now I gotta go. Oh Lord. What?
Yeah.
Just the headline. I'm gonna read just the headline. You guys can dive deep. There's no secular argument against adult incest.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
But cancel Soonie because Soonie is against the gays. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
How
She's
dare
such
you,
a Christian.
Soonie? You
Oh,
are
she loves the Bible. Oh my gosh. She wants women to actually be women. Oh, she has an opinion that's different than mine. Oh my God. You question a conservative you weren't supposed to question in public, but this guy can say this. That ends that topic there.
I'm just reading this, like skimming it, and I am like in awe. Does Prager have kids? Does he have kids?
I don't know anything about Prager. I've never paid attention to Prager because he just gives me creepy old white man vibes.
Yeah, no.
I think that means it's hard to argue against incest without morality coming from God. At least I hope that's the angle he's taking. That's not the angle he took.
That's not the angle he took. Yeah. I'm kind of like, well, you kind of killed the moment now.
No, I didn't.
You kind of killed the moment. Now
You're killing it because you're impatient and you can't wait.
What? Because don't do that to me. You know I'm impatient. You know that you can't just like drop a little nugget of stuff on me like that, and then I'm not
so
gonna be
damn
curious.
nosy. Mo's so damn nosy, bro. She's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hells no.
Gotcha, bitch.
Don't you have that on your soundboard?
I do.
Oh,
Telling me to pause.
yeah.
We can't pause this show. I do have it.
Gotcha, bitch.
You sure did. You sure did.
Oh God. I'm
Oh,
nosy
Lord.
too. Y'all nosy. Y'all some old nosy battle axe. Nosy.
Dude, okay, so tell me some news. What news have you been seeing lately?
Trump. I'm so sick of hearing about Trump getting arrested and these goddamn mugshots and the ratchet AG who came out and said a bunch of that's all I have been hearing about is Trump. And I keep telling you, I keep telling people, like, I promise you, I like legit don't care. I promise you.
Yeah.
And also Hawaii, Maui. Not to cut you off, but that's the only thing I've been hearing about.
Yeah. So there's a whole conspiracy theory we can go down with Maui. And I know like there's been a few people that have been trying to like bait me into that conversation. Listen, I am really sad for Maui because Maui's a beautiful place. I've never been. I've always wanted to go, but it makes me sad to see what has happened there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, well, let me just say this. Trump made some really nice, a real nice comment to the Maui people. Biden's response was he's going to be sending them a one-time $700 payment per household. I don't know if he's been to Hawaii, but Hawaii is super expensive. And I'm not quite sure $700 is going to go a long way. And, that being said, he sent more to people for COVID relief. And certainly he sent more to Ukraine. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there. Why even try? Like $700 is a slap in the face. But there's a lot of like back and forth on like what caused the fire and all this other stuff. I don't know. I agree. A lot of stuff sounds sus. I even posted on my page some of the stuff. And that interests me, right? Like the whole people been trying to get the land for a long time. There's a lot of elite people up there that, want to own the land, and we can go down and all that. But I feel like there are other things to be concerned about. that kind of Trump Maui right now. And speaking of Trump, I'm going to do a show on kind of the Trump indictment. I mean, I'm not going to get into the indictments themselves because we all know they're bullshit. But y'all remember when Soonie does her little Ruby Freeman thing.
Listen, don't tell nobody. Listen.
Yeah.
Breaking news at 10:38 p.m.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Well, I have some stuff I want to share on that. So I'm going to probably do that tomorrow on my channel. And I'm going to talk about Ruby Freeman. Now, if you guys don't know who Ruby Freeman is, she is the election poll worker that was in the ballot office where they were actually counting the ballots. And remember, they had that water main break, and they had to get everybody out, and the cameras, picked up them pulling boxes out from underneath the table. And then Trump said, where do these boxes come from? The building was supposed to be evacuated, but they continue to count these ballots, and who knows where these ballots came from. Well, Ruby was wrapped up in this because she was live streaming from the ballot office, as Soonie kind of reenacted right there. And her name was mentioned by Trump. Well, I got some information, some videos that have not been put out there, to include Ruby Freeman's Ring doorbell footage of when Miss Travion Cootie, if you guys don't know her, she was Kanye West publicist. She was called by somebody to go to Ruby and say to her, listen, I'm going to offer you protection, but you have about 48 hours until people are going to come knocking at your door. Okay. Why, I don't know, but you're taking on a lot of heat because of this. I'm here to offer you protection. And if you want to take it, you got to tell us what's going on at the ballot box, right? Well, Ruby at first said, yeah, I'll take the protection. But then she backtracked on it. And the next day, the FBI came and swooped her up, wiped out her social media, and took her away for 2 months and put her in hiding. And then she resurfaces in front of the January 6th committee to then say she was being bullied by Trump supporters. She was scared for her life. Her life has been ruined, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Travion was named in the indictment along with Trump and several others today or yesterday. So I'm going to be exposing the whole Travion Cootie, Ruby Freeman angle because the Ruby Freeman angle is very important to this whole indictment because it proves that this is one gigantic witch hunt. And in my opinion, Ruby is a whistleblower, could be a whistleblower. Where the hell is she? What did the FBI do with Ruby Freeman? Ruby, where you at, girl? Where you at? Ruby, where you at? Soonie, where's she at?
Shit, I don't know. It's white people hiding her now. We ain't never gonna find her.
I'm probably gonna come on here at nighttime tomorrow, Christine.
Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ruby, her and her daughters, they've been MIA since the last time we talked about them. That was like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Can I
This
show?
story is like a flash in the pan and it disappears.
It did. Yeah, it did until this came up. Can I show a little preview though of this
go for it.
This evidence that I have here? I want y'all to see. This was on my story. Evidence.
This evidence is coming out at 7 o'clock.
Oh wait, hold on. 7. You know what? I should probably do it at 7 o'clock just to make it nostalgic. I'm gonna spell it. I'm gonna call you later. Ask you how to spell 7 o'clock.
How do you spell it? Shut up.
7. Ow, hold on.
There's nowhere.
I'm gonna let y'all see this.
Here's Ruby.
Okay, don't say nothing. Okay, don't say nothing. Shh. Shh. Look at this. I'm not supposed to be showing y'all this. It's about 7 o'clock.
I thought it was her talking.
Yo, welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
I play that. Hold on. Okay. Here we go.
My name
is Trevian Cutie. I'm a crisis manager. My name is Trevian Cutie. I'm a crisis manager. I work for some of the biggest names in the industry. I was given a call that she needed help in a situation, and they flew me here to help her. And we don't have a lot of time, but I'm here. Let her know that we are not affiliated with anything or anybody, but there's some things she should know, and she should know immediately.
All right. They didn't really identify.
Okay, so that is just a little snippet of what I got there. So that was when the police got called to Ruby's house. And this is before she got taken to the police station where she did meet with Travion and they had a whole conversation. And I have that video of the conversation in the police station. Ruby got up and she said, "The devil is a lie, and I rebuke you, devil." She said, "I rebuke." Because when she found out that Travion was actually a Trump supporter, I think that's what kind of turned her off. But in reality, what I think happened, and I've actually been in contact with Travion today about all this stuff. And I can't, obviously she's not going to be able to tell me, right? Yeah. But what I think happened is that Trump did say, "Hey, Travion, you need to get Travion Cootie on the case, right? Because she's a crisis manager, and go see if Ruby will talk to her. Because we need somebody to blow the whistle on what's going on. And she's the one that can do it." She was the one that was there after hours when they were counting these ballots. Now, I have the transcripts, y'all. I have the transcripts from when Ruby spoke to the police that prove she switched her story from there was fraud going on. She admitted it in the transcripts, and she said, "Can you show
that? I don't want to wait.
I can't show it. I gotta show it on my show."
No.
Yes.
How come we can't be somewhere in the middle?
I have the transcript because it would take too long, girl. It's so much stuff. I have the transcripts. Okay. She said flat out, "I'm scared for my life. There was fraud going on in Fulton County." She said the Fulton County does not care about me. I know they don't care about me. And then the FBI took her away, put her in hiding for 2 months. And then she shows up at this January 6th committee hearing, and all of a sudden her story's different. So they scared her. I'm telling you, they scared the life out of her. Something happened there where they said, "You either play ball or we're going to ruin your life."
Ooh.
I mean, you're welcome to come tomorrow and do a special episode with me if you want.
Are you doing it? What time?
I'm gonna do it. Let me look at my Let me look at my schedule.
Actually, I can't. I'm celebrating my anniversary tomorrow again, so I can't.
I thought you just did it the other day.
Well, I did, but I'm celebrating it again.
Yeah, y'all, I cannot post links because this is FOIA.
Yeah, she can't.
This is FOIA
this is stuff that she requested a while ago.
Yeah, this is FOIA information, so I can't post.
How long did it take you to get this? Because
we're
still waiting on Pastor Brian, aren't we?
Trickled in over the course of a year.
Really?
Yeah, trickled in.
So we're gonna have to wait a year to find out what happened in that house, y'all.
Oh, at Pastor Brian's house?
Yeah.
Listen. Oh, post a link to my show. Yeah, let me post a link to my channel. So if you guys want to catch this. But you know what? Since y'all are here, I'm going to stream it on my channel and I'll stream it on somewhere in the middle. So you guys don't miss it. Okay. You good with that, Soonie?
Girl, I do not care. I want to hear it.
Okay. It's going to be good.
Dang.
It's going to be juicy.
I can't do it tomorrow. If I could, dude, I would definitely be like, okay, what time we're doing this? And I'm not talking on the show. I'm going to just sit there and be support.
Yeah.
Because what?
Yeah, it's juicy.
What?
It's super juicy. So that's why I say, dude, when this goes to the trial, there's like, how are they not going to show this evidence and be like, "Well, you lied"?
That's crazy.
And y'all in the comments, y'all are going to be like, "Oh shit, Mo said this on Somewhere in the Middle." You don't have to wait for the trial. Mo's about to tell you everything that's going to come out in the trial.
When does the trial start?
I don't know. That's probably going to be during Christmas. You know how they do it. They're going to put it during that time because they're going to have the Biden trial. They're going to have the Trump trial. They're going to have both at the same time. Yeah, it's all a game. It's all a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll be covered. Look, the election is going to be lit on Somewhere in the Middle. I'm just telling y'all now. I covered 2016. I covered 2020. My 2020 coverage was the most sought after because it was lit. It was lit. Now you got two people who paid attention to all this stuff, and Mo's a nerd. I don't like watching these court proceedings. I get real bored.
I do.
I get real bored. So I think it's amazing, and it's actually full circle, right? God's plan, and it's God's work, not mine. That we came together as two individuals,
Yeah,
covering this stuff because
we both have different strengths.
exactly. 2020 was crazy, dude.
Yeah,
2020 was nuts.
I can't imagine what this year is going to be. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be nuts. And it's going to be even crazier because a lot of people who were super pro Trump are now like, nah, bro, what you got going on? So can you imagine? Now everyone's going to have a wide variety of coverage. You can go to right-leaning people, you can go to left-leaning people, and then you can go to people who are like, I don't like neither side. Shoot.
Right. Oh, you know what I wanted to get your reaction on? So, and I got to talk to my dad about this because my dad, let me just see if he texted me back an answer. My dad made a comment very similar to this. And I struggle to understand why my dad would say this, but my dad is so smart and he calls everything. Okay. So Vivek Ramaswamy said today in an article in the Gateway Pundit that he would be open to evaluating pardons for the Biden crime family members if he's elected president. Like, I don't know who exactly, right? Why? Now, let me tell you what my dad said. So my dad, now he didn't answer to this because I sent him a text and I was like, Dad, I heard you say this similar thing about Trump because my dad said that he thinks that if Trump is in office, gets elected to office, that he believes he will pardon Biden. And I said, initially, when I heard this, I said, why? And his answer was to protect the office of the presidency. So I'm going to get more information from Dad on that because like now that I'm hearing Vivek say this, now that's like ringing in my head and I need to better understand. So see, Christine thinks so too. So that's why
part of me understands where your dad is coming from, right? Because you respect the position and not the person.
Right.
So when he says you need to protect the presidency, I get it. But that's going to throw a lot of people off. That right there is going to make so many people go,
yeah.
They're not going to know what the fuck to do.
Well,
I mean,
and
I'm sorry,
this is why I'm holding back commentary on this because
yeah.
I don't want to look like an idiot when Trump does the same thing. Okay. So I need to better understand why that would be like from a strategic standpoint, like you said. But he's dumb to say this right now. Like Trump hasn't said it.
Is there a video of him saying this?
No, it's just an article that I know of. I don't know.
I'm going to see if I can find a video. That will infuriate 75 million people. I mean, I don't believe that he has a shot at the presidency anyway. I think he is just at this point a paid agitator. That's how I view him. He's coming in to agitate the situation, probably it's a lot of old people in politics right now.
Right.
It's a lot of old people. What's his name? Mitch McConnell's having seizures, staring at the camera. Joe Biden can't talk.
Tripping. Yeah.
Dianne Feinstein, you got who else? Nancy Pelosi, she's been on living her best life away from the camera. Ain't nobody seen her since she didn't come back.
Fetterman,
there's just a lot of old people. Yeah. So I view him to be a paid agitator. I don't think he has a shot in hell. Nor are his policies realistic. How are you going to pull any of this off?
Well, okay, so this is what he said. He said, this is a quote, we have systematically pardoned anyone who was a victim of politically motivated prosecution or persecution from Donald Trump and peaceful January 6th protests, then would I be open to evaluating pardons for member of the Biden family in the interest of moving the nation forward? Yes.
Uniparty.
Ooh.
Uniparty. People don't think that's a real thing. The right and the left are two wings of the same bird. Right now, they're just flailing and falling out of the sky because they can't get their coordinated strokes together.
Yeah. I wish I could get my dad on speaker.
He's a paid agitator, bro. Look at these people's backgrounds, please. If they're associated with Klaus Schwab, then I think you need to go ahead and do some more research there. If you're interested in foreign policy, Klaus Schwab, the UN, the WHO, BRICS, I think you should pay attention to all of that. And people should see where Ramaswamy stands with BRICS versus UN. Look into it. What?
I just texted my dad. I was like, are you up? Can you answer that question above? I'm on my show. He's probably going to call. Like, I'm going to be like, or I could call you and put you on speaker, but don't say anything. Let me see.
No good for anyone to do, Trump included. Trump has already tainted himself, though. Excuse me. Trump's already tainted himself in many ways. I don't think there's not much he can do at this point. He's bragging about a poisonous jab that he created, and it's the best thing since mankind. I just don't think there's nothing else that Trump could do to piss people off. And even if he did pardon them, right? Let's just say he were to go in and do that. People on the right are so stupid that they'll find a reason why it was okay for him to do it.
Of course they will.
So it doesn't really matter because they're all cult beings. Cult 45 is a real thing, y'all. I'm telling you.
I mean, but what do you think they're going to be able to say to to excuse that?
Well, if it's family members, who's to say that that's Hunter? I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box.
I mean, it's going to be Joe. It's going to be Hunter. It might be a little Jill. I don't know.
Vivek Ramaswamy, more like Vivek Sellis Pharmacy. I like that.
That's funny. That's a shirt.
I like that.
Vivek Sellis Pharmacy.
You were just about to say that Uniparty. The Uniparty is real, y'all. That's not a conspiracy theory. Congress is, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it this because when I speak too much, I get in trouble. Congress is the Uniparty. Look it up.
Mic drop.
Who controls the country? Who controls the purse, the book? Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
Congress is the Uniparty.
Very true.
I hope I catch so much flack for that.
You need to go on Twitter. You need to do like you know how some people go on Twitter and say triggering things just to get likes, just to get likes and clicks. Yeah, just to get likes and clicks and just see what happens.
Congress is the Uniparty. Ooh. That's conservative. That's neocons. I don't care what you are. Ooh, I posted it. Post.
I can't wait to see what it does. We got to say more triggering stuff.
I'm not pretty enough.
We're not triggering enough.
I'm not pretty enough to get all that attention. But
you mean as pretty as this? Are you this
having
pretty?
PTSD right now.
Oh,
it's PTSD.
Linda. Literally.
Look at this dude, bro. That's not Linda, though.
No, that's not
Linda.
Linda.
They're not the same people.
Every now and then, I just have to slap the bitch. Anyways,
every now and then, it's got to. Wait, you remember Cat Williams?
What?
He was coming in talking about how parents be beating their kids, and they come in, and he was like, "Shut up! Shut up!"
Dude, it's true. It's so true, though. Do that sound. You did it perfect. You did
He
it
came
perfect.
flying across the stage and
Oh,
suplexed the stand. Shut up.
My dad said, I'm sleeping. I was like, sorry, tomorrow.
Oh God. Okay, I'm done.
Shut up. Dude, there's a TikTok channel where the guy has like the wig head on and he always does like like he's always like doing a McDonald's drive-through. And
What?
yeah, and he comes in and he's like, I don't know, he's got it on like a wig stand or something, and he like beats it up and like chokes it and shit. It's the funniest, dude. It is the funniest thing. I have to send it to you because I love it. It's so funny.
I did look. I remember that from getting beat up when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so funny.
That's what Mo did.
See, I keep
like,
her
"That's a
looking
little
right though.
tap."
I keep
She
her looking
said,
right.
"You lied. You come in the room like boom. Fuck you say."
Yeah. It's all right, girl. It's all right. You could get some therapy. You could get some therapy.
The fact that you're talking about it, you're talking to the damn doll right now is ridiculous.
Oh man.
Ooh, Bryson is on a warpath.
Is he?
Yeah.
I called him disingenuous, and people said I called him disingenuous and called him a liar because I'm defending black people.
Go watch Bryson if you guys want to see more talks about the statistic that I brought up earlier. And I did a show on this on Instagram I think a month ago, where I said, gun violence is not a raceless crime. We equate gun violence to black culture and black people all the time. But sexual predators that go after children is a raceless crime. We don't ever want to talk about which race is correlated to this, which race does this most, then it turns into a per capita argument. Well, we're more likely to see this with this community because there's such a small population, which is deceptive, because by that logic, black people are more likely to be stopped by racist cops. Like, by that logic and that logic alone, we're more racist to be stopped by cops. We're more racist we're more likely to be stopped because we're black. We're more likely to be shot because we're black, right? Why do I say that? Per capita arguments prove that to be true, which is why it says you're 3 times more likely to have a bad interaction with cops. Now, is that true or false? Is it true or is it false? Conservatives, because when liberals were coming out with this argument, you told them that they were victims and that we needed to deal with raw numbers. But now we want to talk about per capita.
Okay.
Whenever this is what happens when you can't, you could talk smart to a dummy, bro. You could do that, but you can't do that to people who are actually smart.
Yep.
I know how to lie with statistics. Do you?
Not really. I mean, at least I keep it honest. Because I'm not one to be I'm not a statistics person. I'm a heart person. Soonie knows this, and that's why she asked the question, because she knew what the answer is going to be. I'm a heart person. I argue with the heart. Soonie argues with statistics.
I do.
Yeah.
Do you know who balances me out in real life? You balance me out and on the phone, like when I
really
call Mo. Yeah, it's Erica. Me and Erica have great conversations probably almost every day. See, samesies. Told you. we have in-depth conversations all the time. And one day I was over her house and my kids were doing something, and I normally don't instantly correct something. I'll just sit there and ignore it. And I was irritated that day. And she said, "It's that time, isn't it?" And I was like, "How do you know?"
Wait, Erica said that, or I said that? Because I say that
Erica,
too.
Erica said it.
Yeah.
She's like, "It's that time." I was like, "How do you know?" And she was like, I've been around you long enough to know when you're like snapping out of that logic mode and you get into this. It's crazy for like a week, bro. And then I'm right back.
Yeah. She's so like when I think it's like right now, I think you're like what is it, ovulating? This would be like your ovulating time. Because I think you're like in a really good mood, like when you're ovulating, and then all of a sudden it like switch. So Erica, tell me you don't agree with me. I told Soonie, because you know how Soonie's always like, no, I'm not a feelsies person. And I'm like, actually, low key, I think you are, because it's funny how you have two friends that are both like heart people. Like we're both very like emotional and like feelsy people. I think Soonie craves that. And so like she attracts people like that to her life. Just like I like people who are the opposite of me in a way. You know, so I attract like harder people and tougher people. You know,
it was funny, dude. I felt like a little kid because she's like, it was like she was recognizing I was having a moment. She's like, it's that time, isn't it?
It's time. Is that how she said it to you? It's time.
It was funny, dude. I'm like, how the freak do you know?
Wait, let me ask you another question. Do you go to Erica and like ask her something and then come to me and ask me the same thing to see if we're going to differ or to see if we're going to be the same?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do.
How often do our opinions align?
99% of the time.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Definitely. You guys are. Yeah. Because we had a conversation yesterday. We actually had a really good conversation yesterday. Where we were talking about the LGBTQ, and she has the same perspective as you, right? On the L, the G, and the B. Which and she didn't change my mind. But it was a moment to like,
you could
sit there
understand
and be able to relate, because we have a lot of shared experiences. Now I'm never going to talk about this online because like I have a thing with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to share too much of myself, but with my friends, like,
yeah.
We just had a moment where I was like, damn, okay, you know, that makes sense. And her too. She was like, dang, I do agree with you on that. And one thing that we really stuck firm to was, you know, biology is biology. We can't ever change that. But I do understand why people give leeway to the latter, which is the L, the G, and the B. I get it. I still don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I think there is definitely a more holistic approach that we're missing with that community. And I think because we are so accepting and we don't approach it with, you need help because you're acting out this way 9 times out of 10 because of trauma or environment. And we were able to have that discussion. And after we had it, I was like, you know, people don't think that I have these conversations with my friends, or that I have friends who are completely different than me.
Yeah.
They don't. They think that I'm one way because they see me on a square every day, always giving these just like high energy performances where I'm on here saying something controversial all the time. But I'm human. Like I'm human just like the rest of you. I just have extreme views, and like they're real. They're not fake.
Yeah.
But I'm a sensible person to where I can understand what you're saying. I might not agree with you.
Yeah.
And you might just like you guys force me to think new ways all the time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change me.
We're making progress is all I got to say. Because when we first met, and I posed to you the question that what would you do if I all of a sudden came out and said I'm gay? You were like, I'd never talk to you again, right? That was the answer you gave me. And then we've now progressed to, well, I would be really upset that you lied to me. I wouldn't let you around my kids. Or like, you know, I would be very stern about like you being that way in front of my family in general. Like you were just like, I'll be very careful around you, which I understand, right? But we progressed because I was like completely out of the house at first. Like I was like,
I was
Dunzo.
like, we're definitely not friends.
But
like,
see, now I've grown on her. Now I've grown on her, and now she really can't completely X me out of her life.
I feel like she's going to prank me one day and like try to come out of the closet, and I'm gonna be like, "What the, bro? What?"
Dude, I could never. I love the male species way too much to even go there.
I said prank, fool.
Nobody would ever believe that. That is the most unbelievable prank ever.
You could be a lipstick lesbian. Yeah, they would.
No. No, I would never.
Never.
You
sound like Bryson, bro. He saw Blair and he said,
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Speaking of trannies, okay, so I have connected with a tranny. I only I could make that transition. So I was like perusing the Instagram feed, and all of a sudden this Sephora ad pops up, and I like, I shop at Sephora and I like makeup. I'm a girly girl. And all of a sudden, this person that was there like started talking and had a really deep voice. And I was like, wait a minute, is this a woman or is this a guy? Because beautiful beyond belief, but the voice was hella deep. So I made a comment about it. And the person responded back to me, and we got into this whole online conversation. And surprisingly, my first words were, "Do you understand why people feel the way they feel about trans people?" And he said, "In a sense, I do, but people need to understand we're not all like that." So that was like the opening for me to start to have a conversation, right? Not a conversation to side or come to any type of agreement, and nor on their part with my opinion either.
Yeah.
But this person agreed to come on my show. I still have to reach out to her to talk to her, or he, she, whatever. See, this is what the struggle is. Okay. I can't be like he, she, they, them. I'm not doing that shit. So, what's the name? I forget the name. Anyways, she's interviewed J-Lo. She's interviewed Lady Gaga. She's got a very big online presence. She's not just some like regular tranny. So we're going to have a conversation, and I want to talk to her about the beliefs that she has, the experiences in life that she's had. How did she get to this point? Because there's a story on her YouTube channel talking about when she transitioned and how that all came about. But she's also had some interesting life experiences with losing a sibling and all this other stuff. So I just want to talk. And I know Soonie's not interested in that. So again, I'm going to do that on my channel.
Well, we had this conversation.
Yeah. No, and Soonie said, I totally like, support your channel and whatever. And I was like, dude, I know how you feel about this stuff. Like, I'm not asking you to support at all.
Yeah.
Like, you
and
don't.
what was the first question I asked you? Like, when she was explaining it, I was quiet. I was listening. What
She was
the
like,
first
do I have
question
to
I
talk
asked
to
you?
you were like, do I have to talk to this person?
I did. And then when you explained it more, I think my only concern was like, okay, is this normalizing or is this talking? Because I struggle with that. I struggle with that being a very blurred line for me. Like, okay, we're talking, but are we talking to normalize? Are we talking to educate? Because education and normalization seems similar to me.
Yeah.
It like I can't make a distinction between the two.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's just about dialogue for me. Like we left the conversation at this because we actually had quite a bit of conversation. And I said, listen, I'd like to have you on my channel. I apologize for the post that I made about you. But you have to understand that my post was directed towards men. And I said to the guys, hey, be careful out here, because this was my literal post. I said, these transformers out here are fooling people, because this is a very believable transsexual. Like, I couldn't even tell physically that this was a man until I heard the voice. But I said to her, I said, listen, I want us to hear each other out. I want you to hear why people have an issue with this. I want you to answer some questions, about the whole medical transition thing, it being pushed on kids in school. I want to hear what she has to say about this, to understand how they are rationalizing this in their head. And I want her to hear how I am thinking about it as well. And she was totally open to that. So, hey, why wouldn't I have you on?
I'll be watching. I'm not going to comment because I know I'm not going to have anything. Like I said, I really struggle with that, man. I do. And I know that's something that I don't know if I need to like taper it back or I need to stay where I am.
What do you mean? In what sense taper it back? Like your feelings or your commentary?
Just my interaction. Like I want very limited interaction because I don't want to be known as anybody who's okay with that, because I'm not.
That, like, you're not opening up any room for that to even enter
The gray
your
area.
sphere.
There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
The
Yeah, the
gray
sphere.
area.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say? Oh, Erica wants to watch. Do you have a date for it? Or you guys
Not
haven't
yet,
set a date
because
yet?
I told her that I was going to call her on the phone and talk to her and kind of get to know her that way first.
Yeah.
You know, understandable. She just wants to make sure that I'm not like some crazy person. I said, I'm not going to railroad you or like
Yeah.
talk about anything you don't want to talk about. That's just not how I operate. You know, unless that's what we do it. Okay. In that case, you know how it goes. Okay. You know how it goes in that case, but no, I don't fight dirty.
No. Okay. Well, I will definitely be helping you do promo for that because I am kind of interested to hear that conversation. I think you're far more equipped to do that because
Yeah.
you have a heart on this subject. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you about yourself and say you need help.
Yeah.
Right. I just don't have the ability to talk about it outside of that. I can't.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Gabby's standing here.
Okay. A regular. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Today was a fun show, y'all. Like, it was super fun. I seen this story about do you guys remember Janelle Evans from Teen Mom? Why is she trending for her son running away? Right? And then she put out a statement. I might post this up on my page, but she put out a statement that said, he's just being a regular teenager. He didn't run away because my husband and I argue in front of him. We don't fight. We don't do this. And I'm like, girl, did anybody accuse you of that? Because right now you're telling on yourself. And we all know Janelle Evans was like one short, you know, she was one Crayola short in the Crayola box. The mall is open, but ain't nobody shopping. That girl is crazy. She was crazy on it, and her mama crazy too. Good Lord. But crazy is he didn't run away until she got full custody of him. I was just like, this is a little weird. So I'm probably going to bring that up at some point on my Instagram and post more about the story as I learn more.
Because I was talking to Gabs, the son ran away?
Yeah, Jace.
Really? How old is he now?
14.
Oh, damn.
Soon as she got custody of him, he ran away. And police have just now found him. I think he was in New Brunswick, somewhere over there. But
wow.
Janelle Evans put out a statement and was like, it's not because I was fighting. I didn't do this, that, and the third. I was like, I think you might have, because ain't nobody accused you of that. That's exactly what I was thinking. I immediately went to the show. Like, I understand why he probably ran away. Y'all crazy. And your husband crazy too. All of y'all throw it off.
All of
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to correlate it to race. Because if this was a black child running away from a dominarian mother and a weak beta ass husband, we would be talking about how masculine she is. But Janelle Evans has been on TV being a baby mama terrorist for how long?
A baby mama terrorist.
And she gets a pass. Why she get a pass though?
Because she's good TV.
I think it's because she's white.
You think?
I do.
Dude, she was actually my favorite character when I used to watch Teen Mom because she was so crazy and her mom was so crazy and like the drama between them was so crazy.
Right. But when you see that dysfunction towards a black mother and a daughter,
true.
You feel like, oh my God, how can a mom and a daughter be acting that way? But these broads, like the cast of that show was white.
Yeah.
And nobody looked at it as dysfunctional. It was just like, oh God, these girls, they're pregnant and we're showcasing how it is when you're a teen mom, but it wasn't like ratchet. It wasn't baby mama terrorist, all this other. I'm just going to keep it a stack, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Keep us posted.
She always tells on herself. Yeah, dude. Christine said, what? I do. I think it's because she's white. I'm not saying that people are racist. I'm saying what I'm saying. And if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. See, Erica understands. I couldn't. If I were to get on TV and act like that, I would be all over social media being ran through the mud.
Oh, that's funny.
If my child ran away because I'm so dysfunctional, I would be ran through the mud.
Oh, the couple that actually got married, that was the cute guy, Tyler and whatever. But you know what's really sad about social
She's
media?
fat and let me shut
Oh,
up.
hold on. No, hold on just a second. So this is what's really mean about social media. So I agree with you, Christine. They were a really cute couple and they really tried to work it out. They did actually work it out. They now have, they're married and they have a couple kids. But Tyler has gotten in shape a lot and he's like flaunting his body all over the internet. And meanwhile, she suffered with depression and all kinds of stuff. So she's got some weight on her. But it was so terrible in the comments. People on his picture, like when he posted a picture of his like workout progress, people in the comments were like, I don't understand how you're with your fat wife and all this other stuff. Like it was so bad. No, it was mean, Soonie. And you know what? I really applaud him because he stood up and he said, if anybody comes into my comment section saying the stuff like this about my wife, you're going to get blocked because nobody talks like that about my wife. And I was like, you know what? That's a good guy right there.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just I remember them on the show. I'm laughing about her on the show.
Yeah, they were both busted then.
It's not about their looks. It's about her behavior on the show. This has nothing to do with how they look. Just her behavior in general. Because you had mentioned depression, and that's a whole other topic. We'll have to save that for another day. But I'm going to call cap on that.
Keep in mind when this show started, man, some of these girls were like super young. Like to have, can you imagine if our teenage years were on TV? Woo! Okay.
Oh God.
Well, at least my teenage years. Your teenage years, maybe not, but my teenage years, I would not want them on TV.
I would be in jail. I would be in jail.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
If my teenage years were caught on video, I would be in jail.
Yeah.
I did some crazy stuff. I don't know how I'm alive sometimes. I haven't seen them recently.
It's these people. Hold on. I'm going to show you their page really quick.
Just that they were me. And I'm like, it's her behavior, bro.
So you remember these people? That was them on the show. I always thought he was like super cute. Anyways, he's had a glow up recently. Yeah. He's had a glow up recently and people have been making comments like I think this was what he posted on his thing that got all those nasty comments from people about his wife. But I mean, he clearly loves his family and loves his wife and they've got 3 beautiful kids. People grow up, you guys. Like, I mean, they were teenagers when they did that show.
Teenagers. But see, I'm done. I'm gonna just leave it there.
You go say if it was some black girl.
It would. It's true.
I would only say that if they stayed ratchet throughout the years. Okay, if they stayed ratchet throughout the years,
a lot of these motherfuckers stayed ratchet.
I can't remember her name. There was a girl on there, and she had a real just the guy that she had a baby with was just terrible. God, I can't remember her name. Oh,
there was about Aubrey's mom.
Is that it, Aubrey?
I don't know her mother's name. Chelsea. She was the one with the crap baby daddy who was on. There's 2 of them, Macy and Chelsea.
Oh, you're talking about the OGs.
The horrible baby daddies. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about the OGs. And then there was is it Caitlin? The other one that had like Hobby was one of her baby daddies. That's the
one I'm talking about.
Okay, she's terrible. But
she's not ever marketed as a baby mama terrorist. You know how many baby daddies that bitch got? I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop the B word. I hope my mother's line watching no more.
I think she's got 3.
She's a whole ran through whore, and nobody's calling her a ran through whore. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's her name?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Kaylin. That's her name. Kaylin Lowry. Oh, she's got hella baby daddies, bro.
She really does. And she's so trashy looking. Like she's like covered in tattoos. She's got all these baby daddies. She's got all these baby daddy issues, but she's got this like podcast. I've been meaning to listen to it.
Who is listening? Isn't she a lesbian now? This is what I'm saying.
Well, she went back and forth. Yeah.
Listen, bro. This is listen. In the comment section, there's 23 people here. Tell me I'm tripping. This girl has gone through everything and then some on TV. Cheated on her husband, got pregnant with another man's baby, hopped to the next dick, got pregnant with another man's baby. And nope, she's not a baby mama terrorist. Farrah was the worst. She filmed pornography.
Farrah was another one, man. She was another one.
But none of that is ghetto or ratchet. I'm done.
Yeah. She's another one. Farrah was the worst. I'm trying to find Kaylin's page.
Y'all can deny it. It's okay. It's a fact. It's a fact. She's culture hopping.
Yeah, dude. She's a mess. I wish I could find it. Oh, well. Is there anything else?
No, I think we should do a whole show talking about Teen Mom.
We really should. That would be fun. I'm down for that.
Because it's pissing me off.
I am down for that.
It's pissing me off. Amber Portwood, she's a whole deadbeat.
Who's the one that
she don't even raise her daughter?
Dude, Amber, that was another hot mess.
Express.
Ooh, where is she now, Amber Portwood? Hold on.
She got to use her mental disorder for why she was the way she was. Ain't nobody say, where's her daddy?
Oh, here she is.
I bet you were raised by a single mother.
Oh, wow. She does look crazy. Let me just show you her page. She looked crazy as hell.
Listen, bro.
She got them crazy eyes. Yeah.
Why, son? Why? And why do you have a page that is thriving? And why are you giving advice to anyone? Why is anybody taking you serious?
Oh, dude, I used to hate her voice, that raspy voice.
You don't even got custody of your chaps, bro.
Your chaps. Man.
There's no video right there.
Where?
Go up.
I don't have the sound
right
on
there.
though.
Oh, there's no sound on these.
It's not on the thing. It's just a song playing.
Okay.
Oh,
Gary?
Lord.
She would be fucking Gary's ass up.
Oh, Gary. Yes, dude, when she would beat on Gary. She beat on Gary, dude.
How come this white woman ain't masculine?
1.7 million followers.
Why?
Y'all.
And nobody cares about her influencing young women.
She got a book.
Order my new book. So you're crazy too? Hell no.
Where is it?
Man, bitch, you crazy. Yeah, we know. And everybody else ain't as crazy as you are because you throw it all the way off. Congratulations to Gary. He found another woman and had a few children with her and is raising his daughter. Shout out to him.
Here's Gary. Gary Shirley. Yikes.
Listen. Their daughter is pretty though. I think her name is Aaliyah or something like that.
Yeah, I can't believe how big she is. Yeah. Wow, she's like a damn near teenager now.
She is a teenager.
What the hell? I feel old. Wait. That's her right there?
Yeah.
And that's the other little sister. Oh, she looked crazy though, like her mama. She crazy like her mama.
Don't put that on that baby.
There's Gary.
And his new Gary. Listen.
Look at Gary's fat ass. All he posts is food.
That's white folks' food. I wouldn't eat that if you threw it at me.
White folks' food. You know what we got to do a show on? What is white people's? You know how people like, that's white people stuff. You know, we got to talk about that. What things are tied to certain cultures only?
White people don't season their food. That's their culture only.
Yeah. White
They don't be
people
seasoning their food.
white people give their kids a voice. Like they allow their kids to have a say in things. Gary, what do you think? My mom would be like,
do that.
My mom would be
But
like,
I
I don't
do
give a
that.
fuck what you think.
Yeah, that's black people. You shut up. You're seen and not heard. Sit your ass down somewhere. Get out of my mouth. That's what my mama would say. Why you in my mouth? Get out of my mouth. Shut up.
What else is white people? White people like to do like crazy things, like when they go on vacation, like they like to go zip lining and bungee jumping.
Hell yeah, that's a white people thing.
I like rare steak.
And you look white. So you probably got some sort of European.
Not
in you.
according to the internet.
That's
Not according to the internet. According to the internet, she black.
Germans have good food.
Germans, okay. This is the thing about German. Like, I like German food, but it just doesn't look appetizing. It's so bland in color. Like, at least like Latinos do, like we use saffron and things like that. So we like put color in our food. We like vibrancy in our food. We like our food to look good. You know what I mean?
Bro. Erica said, "Hey, that's me." Yeah, Erica's that way. I'm not. I'm that way to an extent. And then it's like, you better shut up and do what I told you.
Dang. I don't ask my kids' opinion for shit.
It's the son from the island. Greek food is great. Yeah, Greek food is really good. But they're a little brown too, though. They ain't really white. They have a little color to them.
What is exclusively Asian? Bad driving.
Yeah, bad driving, and they're rude. They have no sense of boundaries at all.
And their houses always smell like fish, like it always. Asian house. Yeah, Asian houses have a unique odor. Same with Indian houses.
Curry. Sonjay and Gupta be up in there cooking.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. What other races are there besides black and white?
That's it.
That's it. That's
it's only you're doing black or you're doing something white. Now, I take that back. The next thing is Mexicans. That's the only, like, this is how it was for me growing up. If you didn't match, you look like the Mexican or a Puerto Rican because y'all don't ever match.
So you're saying we're bad dressers?
Y'all don't match. That's all I'm saying. What else was it? Y'all let y'all children go to the laundromat in wedding clothes.
Yeah.
In soccer shoes. Kicking around a soccer ball in a whole wedding gown.
Barefoot. Latinos like to be barefoot. Black people, they always got socks on.
She said, bruh.
Black people always got socks on.
We do.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay. What about ovens? Do you use your oven to cook or for storage?
I mean, it depends on what I'm cooking. Maybe more so for storage.
Right.
Until I want to cook something. I do put everything like baking stuff in there.
Yeah, I do both. So I have things in my oven that I store and then I take them out when I want to cook.
Shut up.
I saw that, Erica. I was like, what the hell? Why you got socks on? Black socks, nonetheless, at the beach. And she tried to pass them off as some water shoes. I was like, those ain't no water shoes. Those are socks. She said those are water shoes. I was like, no, they're not.
Water shoes.
Hell no. Those were if that's what you call it, if that's what you want to call it, fine.
I'm about to go get my shoes because you playing me right now. I'm about to go get them. Y'all ever play?
Black folks own cocoa butter.
I don't use cocoa butter. Erica does though.
I do. I don't use cocoa butter. I use oil.
That ain't no black thing.
I do oil and Nivea.
Wait, y'all ever play Fireball? Some Latinos I used to hang out with lit a soccer on fire and called it Fireball. Hell no, that's crazy. I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
That's a Canadian thing, Sean. They ain't doing that in the Americas.
Shea butter.
Shea butter. That's what black people put on. Shea butter for sure.
Okay, white people put cereal. Is it in the refrigerator or some shit like that? Like to keep it fresh. Yeah, dude. Like the first time I ever saw that was at a white person's house, and they were like, to keep it fresh. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, first of all, serious, it don't even last that long. Cereal.
What?
Yeah.
That's odd.
What else?
That's odd. I'm trying to think of something else too. It's usually like the white people do the extreme sports and black folks are like, have fun with that. I catch you on the flip side.
Right. Black folks just chill on the sideline. Well, for the most part, like they like to watch it. They're observers.
Hey, well, looking. We ain't going out into the woods. Okay. If you want to go look for some scary shit, I'm not the person that's gonna go with you.
See, I'm not white, but that's the shit I want to do.
If I'm running, you better run because I'm not gonna tell you why I'm running. We just running together, and that's it.
That's so funny.
Don't be looking around. You know, in the movies, how white people be tripping on the branches and shit. I imagine that's how it is in real life because they be looking back. Bitch, stop looking back and run. Get up out of there.
Oh man. I know there's more stuff.
If you Google it, I'm sure it'll pop up.
Oh yeah. Things only white people do, and you do.
Thank you. Black people would have made objects, floating devices out of whatever was on the Titanic. We would not have been playing the violin while the ship went down. Steve Harvey said it. We would have got a napkin and we would have got a table and been like this, trying to get up out of there.
You're so funny.
Matter of fact, we would have been on the boat in the first place. Why would you get on a boat? What is wrong with you? In the middle of winter. Why? No. Black people make everyone laugh with their commentary. I do think we own that for real.
Comedy?
Commentary. We were looking at we were watching the video of the Black Boston Tea Party.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And before I knew it, I was joining right along with them. I was like, dang, I sound like I'm a part of this video. Skateboarding is a white thing? I would say so, yeah. It's dominated.
Why are there not more websites dedicated to this?
Because it's PC culture we live in. That's why.
How and why white people say stuff white people like.
In this PC culture.
For real, though.
Address me as a goat like my name is Chief Keef Sosa. I want y'all to see this. Did anybody see my fun fact that I came up with?
That was crazy, dude. That was a Mind of Mo thing. Dude, I literally listen.
Oh, snap. I gotta play this, bro.
When you said it, I was like, what? And then I literally wanted to like hold like a anyways, just go ahead and play it.
I did it.
You did it? Was it true?
It is true.
What?
It is true.
Wait a minute. Let me try right now. Okay, play the video while I measure.
Okay. So let's have fun, guys.
Everybody do what I'm doing.
I know I haven't been on social media, but I wanted to say this because it was put upon my heart. It's actually kind of a question, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Did you know that your earlobes are the same distance apart as your nipples? That was just on my heart, y'all. I had to tell y'all that.
Dude, my mind is blown.
Yo. I called Erica. I was like, how did you like my fun fact? She was like, man, I was so happy. I don't know. I had just finished. We went out to eat for our anniversary with the kids because we celebrate with our children.
Mm-hmm.
And we were walking out to the car and I was like, what? I just had the random thought. I swear to God. I don't know why I thought this. I just thought about nipples and earlobes. And then I came home to take a shower. First, I typed it out because it was in my head, and I was like, oh, dang, is this
Yeah,
true? I typed it
she
out and I
knew.
posted it, but then I was like, I'm gonna make a video. So I got home, and after I took a shower, I had looked, and I was like, oh, I'm doing a video. And
That's
that was like my
crazy.
first take.
Did you know that like if you put your foot from here to here, it's the same, it fits in the space of your arm. Your foot will fit perfectly.
Your foot will fit. What?
Yeah. So like this is actually your foot size. And at first I was like, there's no way.
I'm not putting my feet on my skin.
From your elbow to your wrist, basically.
I'll try it, but it's true.
Isn't that wild? Because it looks like a much bigger space.
It does.
It's like, are my feet really that big?
Now I need to go clean my arm. Ugh.
You know what? Like all this really does is prove how genius God was when he made our bodies, because everything is like symmetrical. Like when you think about it.
I said the same thing.
Really?
Because Kyle was like, what the hell's wrong with you? He was laughing at me. And I was like, bro, our bodies are so symmetrical. And he looked at me like,
it's crazy.
Girl, you have lost the plot. I was cracking up.
It's wild.
Look, I was texting Jax because she's in the FAFO group chat, right? And I put it in there, and she commented. She was like, bro, I thought this was serious. And I said, I bet you measured, didn't you? And she was like, I did. And I lost it even more because people were actually measuring.
Do you think like right now people in our chat are just measuring?
They are. They're probably like, wait a minute, Soonie's tripping. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's true.
I wonder like if there's any other fun facts like that.
I don't know. I wish I knew where that came from. I was bored and felt I was just goofing off. I thought it was just going to be a joke until I actually measured, and I was like, wait a goddamn minute.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny.
I was definitely looking in the mirror like, okay.
Now I'm going to go down a rabbit hole about the body symmetry. I hate being me sometimes. Anyways, God is good. He was truly a part. What is it? I measured mine. I tried to get my boyfriend to do it too. That's so funny.
Oh, snap. If you put your arm out the length from fingertip to tip.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, like this? Your wingspan?
Yeah, so like your wingspan is your height.
You didn't know that?
That?
Did you know that?
I did know that, but it still blows my mind to think about it.
Listen. Oh, dang. I can't even say the name on here.
Listen.
I know.
New name.
Dang.
Listen,
okay.
Dummy.
What? That was an extreme.
Dummy. I mean, you wanted a substitute. Listen, Dummy.
That though?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to read this, okay? I said before the show ended, I needed you to read something. And I promise you that it wouldn't say, it was not going to say the N-word. Don't get all frazzled, okay? I don't know why I'm in such a silly mood, but I am. What the fuck are you doing?
No, wait. Read Erica's comment. The space between most people's eyebrows in about the size of your eye from corner to corner?
It's true. What? It's true. Eyebrows. You going to the bridge of your nose.
I'm confused. The space between most people's eyebrows. The space between.
The space right here is the same length as your eye, and it's true. Now put it over your
what? No.
It's true.
Dude, don't tell me this shit, dude. I'm gonna be off this show measuring every damn thing, like with a full-on measuring tape.
Good.
Okay, go ahead. What are you gonna show me? Because Sean is already saying, "Oh no, Soonie, don't do it. I know what it is."
Sean, shh. Don't ruin it before I could do it. Okay, just read it. Don't do anything extra.
Out loud.
Okay? Out loud. I just need you to read this. I don't need you to collect $200, Mo. Okay? I just need you to pass go.
Okay.
Okay.
Read in my own voice.
In your own voice. Don't read it beforehand in your head. Just read it. Can I trust
I'm
you
not
to do
gonna
this? Or are you gonna make it
but
difficult?
don't make me
The
say
N word is not there. I'm giving you my
Okay.
word. It's not there.
Okay, because you already know what it is. I ain't gonna say that. Okay.
You get on my fucking nerves, bro.
Dude, she's gonna try to make me. It's probably some
No,
weird
I'm
freaking
not.
way.
How
I
come
am
you don't-
so paranoid, dude.
How
Because
come
you
don't believe me.
I'm paranoid.
I'm not you. Okay.
Hurry up! Stop delaying and just do it.
Why are you stuttering? You gotta wait.
Erica's seen it.
Erica's seen it?
That's
Have
what she
you?
said.
Oh, yes, she has. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna close this out. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god. Anything else you'd bring up so quick? Like it's taking forever. And then after this, I have to go. I have to make a urination sample.
Okay, read it.
Mike-
No, read it.
I am trying to read it out loud or read it to myself.
Read it out loud. Go ahead.
Mike Who Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Mike, you're so dumb, dude. Mike Who Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. You're so immature. You're so immature, dude. Grow up. Mike Who Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Wait, what? I don't get the end part. Mike Coochie's Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Wait, what? What is the ending part? I'm not making sense of that.
Yes. Oh god.
Mike Who Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Harry Alpha Kenny Body. I don't get it. Harry.
Oh god.
I'm not in on the joke, and I don't like that.
I'm crying. Read it again.
Mike Who Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Mike Who Cheese. Mike Who Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Are you being what? Can somebody tell me what it's saying? I don't get it.
She read it like 10 times.
I get the first part. Mike Who Cheese. I get that. Harry Alpha
Kenny Body. Read it faster.
Read it faster. Hold on. Stop laughing. Okay.
Okay.
Stop, dude, my stomach hurts. My coochie's Harry Alpha. My coochie's Harry Alfie Kenny Body. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh god. Mike. Now I'm gonna say it faster. My coochie's Harry Alpha anybody. You guys are so immature. Grow up. The last three words.
God.
The last three words fast 10 times. Alpha Kenny Buddy. Alpha Kenny Buddy. You guys are so dumb. Dude, we should have a segment where you pull up stuff like because these are crazy. These are wild. Dude, my stomach
man.
hurts.
Well, guys, thank you for hanging with us this Tuesday. We will be back on Friday to give you more shows. Friday will be a more news-based show. We'll have topics. This was freaking fun. Mo read this thing like 15 times and didn't get it. That was freaking hilarious.
It was funny.
Oh my god.
I really was struggling though with the last part.
I said, I don't get it. You're into the joke and I'm not. This is not fair.
It was good, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, bye guys. Have a good night.
Patriot.